Alrighty, hello everyone, and welcome to the EGL Grand Finals TD Aftermath. First seed made it through the winner's bracket without a single loss, taking on the Miracle Team Project Iconic. They weren't even supposed to be here. The comp ruling comes in. This team makes the most out of what they were given. 6th seed all the way to the finals. They run that losers bracket. I'm your play-by-play clutch, joined by the one and only Matt Pizza. Matt Pizza, how's it going?
Clutch, it's going good. For those people in uni, it's finals week, so not a fun time to be around. But you know what makes it really fun? Being here to see the grand finals of EGL. And with that being said, Clutch, the bans are already gone through, as we're taking forever to talk. But TD Aftermath are deciding to ban away the Zillion, Victor Akali, whereas Project Kinetic are banning away the Kane Jungle Corki.
Oh no.
The B1.
You know what's going to happen next. We're going to see the Vex, Matt Pizza, and they're just going to run at them. Were you here when they did that?
I did. I do remember when they played Vex. What was the other one? Kaisa? I think they had a Kaisa.
Oh, I don't remember. I think I just remember them having a full dive comp, and they just said, "Mew," and they just went in and one shot everyone. That's what they ended up doing in that one. But so we already see the Nocturne coming through. Shen, obviously, ban Akali in the top lane, loves this champion. We saw him play it last series, did very well on it, used that Stand United very good. Azaya, or Shy Winter, plays the Zaya a ton, and, plays the Ezreal, Zaya. That's like his 3 best, and pops off on all of them. They're big name for Project Iconic. We see the Mordekaiser come through, the counter pick to the Shen, obviously, and the Rakan is going to be picked up. So they don't want to let the side of Project Iconic have the Zyra Rakan, so they end up taking the Rakan away. Now with Zillion taken away, Renata is open. We'll have to see if Project Iconic are going to take that. We've seen Taco Cat play Zillion Renata, and those are his 2 main picks in the bot lane. So, maybe the side of Project Iconic says, hey, we're going to take that. But instead, they go with the Bully Bear, Matt Pizza.
Yeah, and Clutch, they are B1ing Nocturne, and as a response, if you're Project Iconic, if you see the Nocturne, you're gonna be like, oh, they're playing a dive comp. Like, it's just basic comp 101. And when you see the dive comp coming out, Zaya is like probably one of the best ADCs to choose. So you pick up the Zaya, and now the real question is, what is Project Iconic gonna pair up with that Zaya, as they are opting to ban away the Ahri, trying to limit the pick potential that TD Aftermath can get.
Yeah, so we'll see. Are you going to be banning away Morgana? Obviously, Renata is still left open. I don't know if TD Aftermath are going to end up banning that one, or if they just say, hey, you're not going to play Zaya Renata. Like, just doesn't really make sense. I mean, maybe they just say that, or they say, you can have the Renata. We'll just play into it. It doesn't really matter for us. So we'll see. Project Iconic obviously is going to need an AP mid laner. Plays a lot of these control mages. Also plays Veigar a lot. So maybe we see something like that as the Vex is going to be banned away. So no Nocturne Vex for the side of TD Aftermath. But yeah, mid Daltholo likes to play a lot of this Veigar, as now we see it banned. So the TD Aftermath recognizing, hey, this is something that they could end up picking. They still have something if they really want to, like the Orianna, that they could end up taking into the mid lane. You have something like the Shen, the Bully. Obviously, you can use the ball for zone control. Now, I don't know if they will go that, but that's just like a thought they could go for. They still have their support to be picked, and I would assume with Rakan being shown, they're going to lock in their support here and just give their mid counter pick. So I have to see if it's going to be Renata or something else, Matt Pizza.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, wait a minute.
Wait,
it's a Shen support. The
Matt
flex
Pizza.
coming in, Clutch. You didn't
Break it
see
down.
it. I didn't see it. But that is, that's pretty good if you're Project Iconic, right? Because obviously with the Mordekaiser, you can now pick probably send Volibear into that, right? And have Trundle jungle. And if you're a Project Iconic fan right now, right? You got a beefy frontline. Like, Shy Winter's looking like he can auto attack from a safe distance and like run at them as well. As TD Aftermath, they're picking up the Caitlyn, Clutch. The Caitlyn from Arcane.
Oh my god, Arcane, Matt Pizza. Caitlyn going to be locked in. We'll see what TD Aftermath rounds out their comp with. Now, I mean, Mordekaiser could go mid, but I'm assuming it's going to go top into the Shen. But probably going to pick their mid lane here. We'll have to see what it is going to be for them. And it's going to be the Zigmund for Buckby. We did see him on Ziggs before. And he did great on Ziggs. So, I mean, he's going to be picking up the Ziggs. It's been a while since we've seen Ziggs. Like, I haven't seen Ziggs in a bit. Last time I saw Ziggs was when he was meta at ADC, and like everyone would pick Ziggs, and then it's like, oh well, that's fun. but Zig's going to be picked up. Project Iconic, what are they going to round out their comp with? Obviously, they pick a mid here. They need AP, so you're assuming they're going to pick an AP mid. It's going to be the Anivia coming through for them, Matt Pizza.
They got 2 out of the 3 Freljord gods on their team, Clutch, Volibear, and Anivia. But yeah, we're probably going to be seeing Volibear top, Turtle jungle, Anivia mid, and then Desire Shen in the bot lane. So they do have a good amount of disengage, right? They do have the Anivia wall. They have Xayah ult and the Shen ult, so they have a good amount of survivability coming in to counter the dive that TD Aftermath has, right? You have Nocturne going in, you have Rakan going in, and then you have Ziggs just throwing his bomb. So, you know, it's gonna be team fights central. You know, you'd love to see it.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see in this. Obviously, I'm going to be looking forward to see how this game goes. I feel like, you know, my eyes are kind of going to be on this Nocturne. Like, what can he really get done on the map? And, I mean, Project Iconic has just 3 absolute beefy frontliners, and then Anivia and Xayah, right? So, Nocturne's going to be diving in, but the front line is huge for the side of Project Iconic. So we'll have to see. Now, they do have the Ziggs, the Caitlyn, you know, can play with that range for the side of TD Aftermath. So it'll be a very interesting game number 1. But, Matt Pizza, with that, you got anything else to say before we're going to go to a break here?
Well, we got to do the Drake predictions before we go into break, you know?
Okay, you want to go first or me?
You know, you go first. You go first. I'll base mine off of you.
Okay, Mountain.
Your Mountain? Alright, alright. It's kind of hot today. I'm going to go Infernal.
It is hot. You know, it feels like 97 out right now.
Dude, it was like 95 out earlier today. It was scorching.
Yeah, it's really hot out. But with that, we're gonna go to a short break, and when we come back, Game 1 action between TD Aftermath and Project Iconic. We'll see you then.
Are we back to the start? I can play the game, but I'm falling again. No, don't hold back, take it far. Promise you the same, let the pleasure begin. How about you coming closer? We can do my place. Maybe we can try meeting up by 7. You'll be saying over, so it's guaranteed. I'll be forever thinking more about you and me. I don't wanna let you go. I don't wanna let you go. Tell me what you want to know. Run your fingers down me slow. 'Cause you're in my head. You are. 'Cause you're in my head. 'Cause you're in my. I don't wanna let you go. I don't wanna let you go. Tell me what you want to know. Run your fingers down me slow. 'Cause you're in my head. You are. 'Cause you're in my head. 'Cause you're in my head. What you think? What you think? 'Cause you're in my head. What you think? What you think? 'Cause you're in my head. I don't wanna let you go. I don't wanna let you go. Tell me what you want to know. Your fingers tell me so. 'Cause you're in my head. You are. 'Cause you're in my head. 'Cause you're in my. If I were to the sea, maybe I never say forever into the light. Every time I try to breathe, but when you're right, you carry me. But I've loved and I have died. So I won't hold back, and you should know that was never good, just like regrets. So I won't go back, While I blame the world's neglect, Luna shine bright. So I won't hold back, hold back. And you should know that was never gone, just like regrets. So I won't go back, go back. Oh, what I gotta need to forget the time I lost. Won't let me forget.
Alrighty, hello everyone, and welcome to Game 1 action between TD Aftermath and a Project I Iconic. I'm your play-by-play, joined by the Matthias Pizza. Matt Pizza, what are you looking forward to in this game? You know, what lane are you looking forward to, Matt Pizza?
What lane am I looking forward to, Clutch? Well, I'm gonna go with the bot lane. I think we mentioned this in the wave line where bot lane is where probably a lot of fighting is gonna happen. We talked about how Ikuzuchi, he likes to play aggressive, and to match his playstyle, the big Caitlyn, who is a lane bully and does like to play aggressive. Now the question is he gonna get punished, right? Is Counter gonna come in and punish Ikuzuchi for being overly aggressive, and will that lead to a lead to more gold for the side of Project Iconic, namely Shy Winter. And if Shy Winter gets ahead, we've seen this guy do some crazy things on Zeri and Zaya. Like, it honestly just depends, right? Depends on how the little details clutch, how the little details fold out.
Yeah, we'll have to see how this game is going to go for sure. Obviously, the Shen support isn't something we usually see, but Taco Cat, can, he plays top lane. So, pulling those top lane champs into the support position to try to give his team an advantage in the draft. So, yeah, definitely excited for this one. First Drake is the Infernal map pizza, so you're already taking L's. It's only a minute and 43 seconds in.
It really is. Exonian was just like, you know,
not
let me
looking
just switch it up. You know, it was gonna be a cloud. Nah, let's switch it up to Inferno. We don't let Mad Pizza have fun here. But Clutch. I do want to mention one other thing. It is a Trundle into the Mordekaiser. It's not the Volibear like I thought it was gonna be. They decided to opt for Volibear in the jungle and put Trundle in the top lane. And the Trundle into Mord matchup. Honestly, I don't know how that goes. Not many people play Trundle, so I would imagine it's not fun for Trundle. Yeah, it's kind of a troll pick. I don't imagine it's fun for Trundle because, like, sure, you take away his AD, but then all of a sudden he still has his APS. Oh, we're fighting.
Oh, yeah, we're already fighting in the bot side. They're going on to Ikazuchi. No summoners used. Shy Winter picks up first blood in this series for the side of Project Iconic. They are coming out swinging, Matt Pizza.
Watch, it's a good look to be a Project Iconic fanboy. Let me tell you that right now. After I jumped ships from start another ship, this ship, it's looking pretty nice. But yeah, so far, as Banacali just going at it in the top lane.
Yeah, already fighting in the top side. Banacali does take a trade, but walks away. Nothing really going on up there besides just, top lane shenanigans. His Convey is actually making his way up here. Now, Banacali does have the flash. And Nocturne pre-6 gank, it's a little bit hard because they kind of just, well, he does burn the flash, but they kind of just are like, okay, you're walking at me. I'm just going to flash out as Buckby spots out, counter, backs off. That one uses the satchel charge to get out of that. And those counter is over the wall. So Connor going to take some damage there. But yeah, the side of Project Iconic early got that kill in the bot lane. And I said this series, it's going to be focused on the bottom lane, right? It's going to be Ikazuchi, Fat Jester, Shy Winter, Taco Cat, because both these ADCs can carry. They can 1v9 if they end up getting ahead. And Shy Winter now with an early lead. We're going to have to see if the side of TDA, their bot lane, going to be able to recover, or if Shy Winter's just going to run over this game, Matt Pizza.
As Clutch, Taco Cat's baiting this pretty well. Countess is here.
Yeah, Taco Cat is here. Now summoners are available. That's the flash out of the counter. He wants to keep going, though. He's going to be going onto that Rakan, but won't be able to get much more off of that. However, it is a good trade from the side of Project Iconic. They end up getting the flash from Ikazuchi. So that next taunt that does land, Ikazuchi is going to not be able to dodge it unless he's going to use the net to somehow try to get out of it. But on the other side of the map, oh, hold on. We're going back bot lane. Looks like nothing else going to be going on. But yeah, Nocturne on the top side taking the Krugs, Matt Pizza.
Yeah, I mean, he did see counters in the bot side, and he was just like, you know what, I'm already here. Let's just take something away from counters that way. It's not a no, it's, Project kind of gets put on further behind, or at least try to put them further behind. But it is Project kind of does have a small kill lead because they get first blood. Now the question is, Clutch, what is TD Aftermath gonna do? Right, as soon as I think as soon as Convey hits level 6, lights go out, Clutch. All right, Convey, he's going straight into the bottom lane. All right, he has a personal vendetta against Shy Winter. All right, he doesn't like him. He's an ADC main, man. He's playing Doctor. He's like, nah, first ADC I see, dead. All right, now here's what's gonna happen, Clutch. Shen ults. All right, Shy Winter somehow stays alive, gets a fair recall, and take chunks like 3 people for the side of TD Aftermath, right? And then boom, Project kind of turns the fight around. Anivia does Anivia things, doesn't die, but still.
Oh, here we go. We're looking into the bot lane. Matt Pizza, Shy Winter running away, has that flash, gonna pull back the feathers. That's a flash forward from counter, not counter from Convey, not able to find anything. Taco Cat very, very low. Will he go down? The answer is no. Does stay alive. So Summoners burned on the bottom side of the map for both teams, but Shy Winter, he does stay alive. HP bars are very low. Counter is over the wall. Maybe he says, I'm going to be going for this. Needs to be careful, though. It looks like he is going to walk into that river. Now, the Drake has started up, but that's a solo kill in the mid lane. Now, Counter going to get engaged on. The team from the side of TDA is showing up, but Buckby, he is here. That's the ultimate going to be used. Counter, nowhere to run. Double kill for Buckby. 2-0 on the Ziggs. TD Aftermath strike back.
I was about to say, Clutch, if the bot lane does collapse onto Ikuzuchi and Convey, they could have potentially gotten 2 kills, but unfortunately Buckby was able to solo kill Defalo, and with the Nivea gone, Buckby was able to rotate over and help out in the dragon fight. And Mordekaiser was coming down as well. He uses the TP to get that top. And I do want to mention that, like, I believe Shy Winter flashed there, whereas for the side of TD Aftermath, the Fat Jester ignited, Ikuzuchi healed, and I believe Convey flashed. So overall, in that bot skirmish alone, it was worth for the side of Project Iconic, but unfortunately, they did end up losing the dragon going over to TD Aftermath as Convey's back again.
Yeah, Convey is back again on that bottom side. That's the flash on to Shy Winter. He has no flash, doesn't have that heal. Fear doesn't come through. It's getting turned around. Fat Jester gonna be going down. That's the taunt coming out. Convey, he doesn't have the flash. He has nowhere to go. Shy Winter, is he gonna be able to get the kill? It's gonna go over to Taco Cat. Meanwhile, on the top side, TD Dillon with the solo kill on Ban Akali, fighting all over the map, Matt Pizza.
It seems like the way this game's gonna fold out, Clutch, is other solo lanes for TD Aftermath gonna be able to deal with Shy Winter, who's just having a really good game right now. Oh, maybe I spoke too soon.
Oh, Ikuzuchi walking forward, not able to find a kill in that bot lane. And yeah, Matt Pizza, I mean, just fighting all over the map, and things are going crazy already.
You love to see a game one where you just kills all across the board. And I mean, goal lead is even, dead even, Clutch. So, it's gonna be a banger game one regardless. So we're gonna see how this folds out. But we do have the Ocean Drake coming up in 3 minutes 22. Our hopes and dreams of the Mountain Soul is up as Bugby's taking a little bit of damage.
Buckby taking some damage in that middle lane. Obviously, Shy Winter very, very ahead on the Zaya. So it's going to be Shy Winter kind of trying to take on the world, which I feel like it's kind of what Project Iconic wants. Funnel Shy Winter and just let him play the game.
Yeah.
Gold is pretty close, it's a 200 lead for TDA, but it's not enough. It's like barely a lead. His counter trying to make a play. Does have the ultimate. Taco Cat is here. Potentially a fight is going to go down. Looks like no. That's the Mega Inferno Bomb going to be used from Buckby. He's now going to get walled in, but Daltholo flashes away, but that Ignite is going to take him down. Fat Jester able to pick up a kill.
And I know, unfortunately, Defo is trying to do things, trying to like help his team out, but unfortunately, Bugby's there just being like, yeah, you can help your team out, but just eat a few bombs, eat this, eat that, and unfortunately, the bird isn't able to kite out everything. Isn't able to dodge bob and weave, Clutch, as Bugby looking really strong on the Ziggs, right? And you didn't mention that it's gonna be Shy Winter against the world. It's Shy Winter against the world in Brazil. Mordecai's just gonna walk up and ult Shy Winter out of the fight. And then without the ADC, like, you need Anivia to be at the backup damage, and Anivia being put so far behind right now, right? Like, sure, she's keeping up in CS, but she already died 2 times, and Bugby has his Leandries already. I thought that Mordekaiser was gonna ult there. Freudian slip, my bad.
Matt Pizza, oh my god. Well,
oh.
counter coming to the top side. There is a ward. Now Mordekaiser does have the ultimate. Ban Akali's taken a decent amount of damage. Ultimates are available for both of these top laners. Here we go. That's going to be the Nocturne going in. Now, here comes counter. Looking for the counter gank. Looking onto this. Mordekaiser, he's put into the Death Realm with the Volibear. Volibear going to be walking away. Daltholo is now here. Has that wall. Not able to knock anyone back. Now we look into the bot lane. Shy Winter, he's trying to do his best, but with no heal, with no ult, he's going to be going down as Ikuzuchi will find one. Now, Taco Cat trying to take down Ikuzuchi. Won't be able to. We look back into the top side. The flash Q from the Mordekaiser able to find one. Will that be another? It is TD Aftermath. They're just winning everywhere in this game. It's 4 kills going over, and I believe nobody goes down on the side of TD Aftermath, Pizza.
And Clutch, we were talking about how Project Iconic was like playing this really well, and then all of a sudden it just turns south. Lights go out. The Trundle is so low. Counter's trying to do what he can, and Defolo is here. Nivea is here to try to help out, right? And but unfortunately, Bugby's all the way over here as well, and Shy Winter takes so much damage from Ikuzuchi. We got 2 fights on the top, and the bot, and they're able to kill the Shy Winter. TD Dillon is able to take, and Convey is able to take the 2v2. Meanwhile, Bugby and Defolo are just fighting so many fights. We had 3 separate fights there, Clutch. Can you believe it? As just like that, 4 kills do go over to the side of TD Aftermath. They are now 4k gold, almost 4k gold ahead of Project Iconic. And the Rift Herald, I believe, does go to the side of TD Dillon. So, it's looking scary. the goal graph is swinging heavily towards one side, and Project kind of really need to find a pick. They really need to do something to take the gold back, right? If they're able to get the Bonnie on the Ziggs, on the Mordekaiser, and on the Caitlyn, like they're able to close that gold gap. But the problem is, Clutch, they're really far ahead right now, as Fedjuster barely makes it out alive.
Yeah, Matt Pizza the Drake has now spawned. We'll see if there's going to be a fight for this one. Now, TD Aftermath, they are ahead. They have the Landry's, they have the Rift Maker. No Mythics are available on the side of Project Iconic, but Project Iconic, they do have the River Control. Now, Trundle is just splitting on the top side. Is Mordekaiser will be walking in. This is going to be the fight. This is a 5v4 for the side of TD Aftermath. The Dragon's going to be going down. It's going to go to the side of Project Iconic. Project Iconic able to take down one. Now the fight's going to begin. Ziggs able to take down that Volibear. That's the Death Realm coming through. Shy Winter, he flashes out. No ult available just yet. It just comes up, but it's not going to mean anything as Project Iconic just get wiped. It was a 4v5 map, Pizza, and they opted in.
I mean, Clutch, when you have Mythics on your two solo lanes, we have the Leandris on the Ziggs and the Riftmaker on the Mordekaiser, I guess you can just walk in and do whatever you want. As, you know, it is good that Project kind of were able to secure the Dragon here, but unfortunately they lose practically everyone for it, right? And you're really asking yourself, is that worth it? It is just the second Drake, and for everyone on Project Iconic to die for it, you're really playing towards that sole win con right now, especially on a team where if TD Aftermath are ahead, it's going to be really hard to stop them. And so far, it is looking, the train's chugging, Clutch. It's going to be hard to stop as counters is going in. Counter. We didn't talk about
counters, Matt Pizza. Hold on.
Yeah, I know. We don't mention the forbidden name here.
Matt Pizza. What's going on? Not looking good for you, Matt Pizza. Well, it's a 5K lead for the side of TD Aftermath, and I feel like the game is kind of in their control now. We'll have to see how they're going to use this going forward, though, because Project Iconic, you know, they're in the finals for a reason. They didn't make that miracle run, Matt Pizza, to just get blown out, okay? That's all I'm saying. You know, they, for sure, you know, game one, it's a feeling out process. We've seen Project Iconic, you know, this team really good at adapting. So I wouldn't just count them out if they lose game one. I think they have a chance. Doubt though low. Gonna be taking some damage. Buckby kind of running away. Counter is there now. Buckby doesn't have the ultimate, so won't be able to use that now. Does have the Leandris compared to Anivia, who just has a lost chapter in the mid lane. So obviously the Zig's gonna be pumping out more damage in that mid lane. But is it Cloud Soul, by the way?
Or is it Cloud Soul?
Oh, it's the Nocturne ult into the mid lane, looking onto the Anivia. Anivia will go down. Daltholo will fall. Convey making a great play. And the Fat Jester also tanking up the tower for his jungler so that the Convey can just run forward and kill that Anivia. Really well played from the side of TD Aftermath. And Matt Pizza, this game's not looking so good if you are a Project Iconic fan.
It isn't. You know, Clutch, Project Iconic is giving TD Aftermath some hope. You know, they're like, you know what, we'll just play like we're a worse team, we're a different team. Then they won't see what's coming as, oh my god, just look at the damage. That was a fun... Oh, wait a minute.
Oh my god.
Okay, never mind. I guess it worked out.
Oh, we're going in, Matt Pizza. As Banakali run forward. He's going to use that ultimate, but Mordekaiser ult too. And he's in the Death Realm. You don't win that one. 6-0-2 for TD Dylan in the top lane. Absolutely popping off in this one. Going to get that tower too. And Ziggs kills Anivia and gets the top. Matt Pizza. No, it's falling apart.
It's happening. It's happening. You know, Clutch, it was kind of funny. Trundle was like, oh, I see you're low. I'm going to walk in. I'm going to ult you. I'm going to take your stats. And then Mordekaiser was like, that's a funny joke. Give me my stats back. And just took them, and he got stronger than Trundle. I mean, granted, he was already 6-0. He has the Rift Maker completed. He has the Rylai's completed already. 2 items completed on this Mordekaiser. TD Dylan is looking pretty strong in the top lane. And, you know, if you're a Project Iconic, no one wants to go to Brazil, and no one has a plane ticket out of Brazil right now. No one's buying tickets to KSS.
They're stuck there, Matt Pizza. There's no way they're getting out. Oh no!
And to make matters worse, if they're stuck there, they're just dead.
All right, well, Taco Cat and Shy Winter Spotted out in the bush. Now here we go. This is the only chance the side Project Iconic. They got to play towards this bot lane. Got to try to get something going in this game because they are now down 7K. And I think this game's over, man. Pizza. Like, this is one where you go, okay, guys, you know what? Just, some things went wrong game one. It's a best of 5 for a reason. This isn't a best of 1. We move forward. Yeah. We learn, we adapt, and we take game 2. That's what you say in this one because it's going to be really hard for them to be able to come back in this game. I mean, unless Shy Winter, like, turns on scripts, drops a penta, and goes God mode, it's going to be really, really difficult. I guess Trundle could also split pushes. Here we go. We're sending the boys over. Is Taco Cat going to land the flash? Now the fight's going to be good. Shy Winter going to be using that ultimate. Just gets chunked by the Mega Inferno Bomb. We'll be able to find one. Now that's going to be Nocturne going in. Already 2 down from the side of TD Aftermath. They take the tower 2. Ikazuchi will fall. Now counter. Stuck in a 1v2. He's going to flash away, but he has nowhere to go. He's going to get... he is going to be fleeing, but Convey not able to find the kill. Nivea able to turn it around. Counter. He's able to get out of that one alive. So Project Iconic gets some gold back, but Matt Pizza just doesn't look good still.
No, Clutch. You gotta believe, all right? You gotta believe. It's looking... If you're a Project Iconic, that is pretty good. You get the shutdown on the Nocturne and on the Caitlyn. And I believe Rakan also died there. So 3-4-2 for the side of Project Iconic. It is looking really good, right? Like, that's probably the best fight you can take. And right now, you gotta do something off of it as... Oh, he's coming. The raid boss.
Raid boss, Matt Pizza.
Dylan.
The Mordekaiser. Dylan. Dylan is coming, Matt Pizza.
Dylan has come.
No. Oh, and Counter needs to be a little bit careful as he's going to lose almost all his HP bar. That's the Drake going to be going over to the side of TD Aftermath. And, you know, you got the Ziggs who, you know, your towers are below like 25%. Your tower isn't existing anymore. It's just going to get satchel bombed or satchel charge, and it's not going to be there now. Good news for Project Iconic. They got the objective bounties. So they can find ways back into this game, you know, get themselves some gold, try their best to pull back this deficit. It was a good fight in the bot lane, you know, to get them some kills back, but the gold trade was still about even because the tower did go down. So, like, the trade was still even. And obviously, if you're trading even, then it's not really going to help you to come back in this one. As the Rift Herald is started up from the side of TD Aftermath, going to be able to pick this one up. So, Matt Pizza, if you are Project Iconic, like, how do you come back into this game? Like, what's the plan? What are you saying in comms right now, Matt Pizza?
You know, Clutch, there's a certain someone. I know you know him, but I know most of the people here don't know him. He's in a Nivea main, right? He's, you know, we played on a team with him, you know, ISU JV, and I hear his words ringing in my head. Nivea was like the best win rate after 40 minutes. You know, you just gotta hold out. Remember the Placidium, Clutch, as Conus is going in.
Isn't that Aurelia? Okay, well, the fight's
enough.
going to begin as Ikazuchi will be going down. Project Iconic, they're fighting back. Now, Nocturne ult's going to be used. Who is Convey going to go on? Is he going to go on anyone? Here we go. He's going to be going in. He's trying to find Shy Winter, but with the flash available, with the stand united, he will stay alive. That's the root coming through. The team is there to protect them. Now Shy Winter able to find one. That's going to be the egg going through. Shen going to be going down. The side of TD Aftermath has to run away, though, as that's going to be the Mordekaiser all coming down. Bear going to slam down. Can they even kill? Can Banakali kill TD Dylan is the question. He's very, very low. He gets the shutdown. So the answer is yes. TD Aftermath go just a little bit too far. And Project Iconic, they're able to find some kills. They're able to close the gold lead to 5K. They need more of those fights, Matt Pizza.
Clutch, the lights went down, and when the lights came back on, it was not looking too good. Because if you look here, the health bars for the side of Project Iconic were super low. Shyventer barely gets his ult off. Shenwood comes in to save Convey. He doesn't have flash anymore. He doesn't have mana. And he's just getting railed on by the rest of Project Iconic. And, you know, the follow has the egg up, right? Barely stays alive, and this 1v1 in the death realm in Brazil, TD Dylan versus Bandit Collie was so close, and I honestly thought Dylan was gonna win, but he, Bandit Collie was able to get the shutdown, was able to get a huge shutdown from TD Dylan, and you know, it's not looking good for TD Aftermath. I'm gonna say that.
Well, it was like, meow. It was going a little bit crazy.
Oh, let's see. Okay.
Whoa!
The photograph is broken.
You know what? Matt Pizza, talk about it. Talk about the player gold.
All right, we're talking about the player gold. Well, at the moment, Bugby has 8.8k gold. No, but yeah, honestly, Golgaf is kind of what we expected, right? We expected like the carries for TD Aftermath, aka everyone but Rakan, to be at the top, because support doesn't matter. But I'm gonna get flamed after this game. I had two support mains here just listening to me rail on support. But with so much gold on this carries for TD Aftermath, Project Iconic had a surprisingly good fight there. They played it out really well. David had to bait convey so far in that he wasn't able to get out. As now TD Aftermath, they're looking for a pick. They want to do this Baron. They want this game to end.
Yeah, TD Aftermath, they're really trying to, kind of find ways to be able to end this game because, the longer and longer it goes, I mean, Gold Lead does mean less and less. As now Banakali going to be trying to run away, is going to use the pillar. That's going to be the flash out of the knockup from the Fat Jester on the Rakan. So is going to get out of that one. Has to burn the flash, though. Matt Pizza, I got a question for you.
I'm listening, Clutch. You better answer.
Are you going to watch MSI?
Am I going to watch MSI? I'm probably going to watch MSI.
Okay. EG wins or what?
Oh, okay. Listen, I know I'm going to watch MSI. I don't know anything about MSI as of right now.
Oh my god. I'm going to watch MSI and I don't know anything about MSI.
Dude, I don't know anything about Worlds until like the week of Worlds.
Yeah, you just go, this team has a cool logo. They're going to win.
Exactly.
As Nivea is going to get chunked. Counter's there. He's there to counter. I don't know what Kalen is called. Ace in the hole? You know what it's called?
Yeah, I think it's ace in the hole.
No ace in the hole for counter, or not for Ikazuchi. Counter is there to block it.
As the third Drake does spawn clutch.
Yeah, it's going to be that Cloud Drake going to the side of TD Aftermath. So the one thing I'm scared of, right, is if they get Cloud Soul, Rakan is going to go zooming, and Nocturne
is going to go zooming.
He's going to go a little fast. That's the only real thing I'm scared of. Obviously, I don't think it matters for Buckby or Ikazuchi. I could see it for Mordekaiser, right? In the Death Realm, you get the extra move speed. You can, run them down. But it's not useful for the Ziggs or Caitlyn, unless, I don't know, Ziggs ults and then run someone down.
Yeah, Ziggs ults and there's, movement speed, sayonara.
Yeah, so, maybe it could be good. But, yeah, if you are Project Iconic, right, they're now down 4K, so they're actually closing the gold lead that TD Aftermath does have. And I mean, you have the Anivia. That Anivia gets items. She can be very scary because you're going to be fighting in her ult, right? And obviously, it does damage. Her ult hurts. It's not one of those where you can just sit there in the ult and just fight, She will be able to shred you. And on top of that, Xayah now starting to get items. Once that Xayah gets, 3-4 items and really, really spikes, those feathers do a ton. So Project Iconic do have ways back into this. Again, still behind though. You have to favor the side of TD Aftermath in this one. But if Project Iconic can, stall this game out, get the objective bounties, collect those waves, get that gold lead closer, they might have a chance, Matt Pizza.
Yeah, and Clutch, it's kind of an interesting narrative that Project Iconic is writing here, in the sense that they were down 7, almost 8k gold in the early game, and once it came mid game, they're actually starting to close it up. I'm wondering if this is what the coaches for Project Iconic envisioned, right? They did pick a scaling mid laner, right? Anivia is a really strong scaling mid laner, and Xayah, I believe, is a decently scaling ADC. But at least in this situation, she has a lot of survivability, right? I'm just wondering if Project Iconic assumed that they're yeah, the early game is gonna be rough. We'll do our best to hold out, and if we're down whatever amount of gold, it doesn't matter. We'll wait for the mid game. We'll wait for the mid to late game, but we'll strike. And so far it's they're able to close the gold gap pretty substantially, and I'm just wondering if they're able to repeat the same success into game number 2, game number 3, and potentially even game 4 and 5, if it goes to that, as everybody's just setting up for the Baron clutch. We're just trying to see one wrong move, one misstep from either teams, and it could be disastrous.
Yeah, I mean, one misstep with that Baron up, obviously, is going to inject one team with a bunch of gold. QSS now completed from Shy Winter, so TD Dillon not really going to be able to ult Shy Winter because the QSS will just be used and he'll be out of the Death Realm. So Shy Winter now going to have that. It is going to delay him from his third item though, because he had to pick up the QSS. So he is not going to put as much damage down if he just went for that third item. But the QSS, I feel like, it's a good buy, obviously. TD Dillon's probably just gunning for you. And it's just going to be like, all right, Zaya ult. So goodbye as Taco Cat maybe looking on to convey. Is going to be walking forward. The fight is going to be getting counters, going to be going in, but he's the only one in as Stand United is going to be used. That's the Mega Inferno Bomb going to be coming down. Shy Winter going to be very low. That's the Fat Jester flash forward. Charm is going to be used. Shy Winter will be able to get out. He is going to trade 1-for-1, able to take down Convey. But still, it is 2 people dead on the side of Project Iconic. Mid inhibitor is left open now. They do have the Anivia, but now Anivia is going to get ulted by the Mordekaiser. TD Dillon is flashing over. He does not care. Stopwatch now going to be used. Can the side of Project Iconic keep the bird alive? It looks like no, there's no way. And Ziggs able to take down the Anivia. So 3 dead on the side of Project Iconic. They get the mid inhibitor. Drake in a minute. Baron is up. It looks like they're just going to reset though, Matt Pizza.
And Clutch, if Project Iconic, they seem to wanted to fight there, right? Like it seemed like the ghost signal was sent. Counter was going in, Shenalty was burned, but it seemed like just like Shy Winter and DeFolo and Benicoli, they weren't on the same page, right? They were kind of zoned off from the rest of the team, and when counters went in, he was just kind of like, "Hey guys, where's my team?" Like and then he just died. And when he died, Shy Winter was grossly mispositioned, right? He was in like topside jungle, so TD Aftermath saw that. Convey just lights out, boom, ADC all alone, we're getting him. But honestly, Shy Winter did do a good job with the Federico, was able to pick up Convey, so was able to make it at least somewhat worth for Project Iconic. Granted, they did lose practically almost all the team members, as this is the Soul coming up clutch, and this is gonna be a pretty big fight.
This is going to be a huge fight for both of these teams, as Project Iconic, if they're able to win this one, can run straight to Baron and, get rid of that gold lead. But now the Dragon is going to be started. It's just going to be taken from the side of TD Aftermath. I mean, Project Iconic not able to get into the pit, and now the side of TDA going to be going in. Already takes down Daltholo. The Trundle is in the bot lane now. Shy Winter, it's all on him. How much damage can he do in his fight? He's going to use the ult. He's going to get charmed up. He's going to use that QSS, but he's stuck in the Death Realm. He used it a little bit too early as he had to get out of the charm. The side of Project Iconic falling apart. They have counter. They have Banicali alive, but Matt Pizza with 2 only alive and the entire TDA team alive. Looks like this is going to be the end of the game.
This does seem like be the end of the game, clutch. They do manage to get the Cloud Soul. Nexus Turret 1 falls. Nexus Turret 2 is falling and is fell. Then Nexus is falling, clutch. And if you're a Project Iconic fan, what do you need to do differently, clutch? What do you think they need to do differently? Whether it be like roster changes or roster changes, wow. Whether it be champion changes is what I meant to say. Or whether they need to like play differently, like if they want to play more towards the bot, or if they're like, you know what, bot lane, we're gonna let you be an isolated lane, we're gonna play towards top side, mid. What do you think?
Yeah, so I think the side of Project Iconic, you lost one game, right? Game 1's over. It's in the books, right? You need to calm down, because I feel like this team, they were trying to make a bunch of plays, and they didn't they were making plays, right? But they didn't think about, hey, what if the other team's here? Right? Like, what if they counter our play? And a couple of the times, I mean, the play was countered and it got turned on them. So just settle down. You lost one game. Game 1's in the books. It doesn't really matter anymore. Focus on game 2. I think for game number 2, I'd like to see them, really play towards this bot lane. I don't care what picks you take, but just throw everything at your bot lane, because Shy Winter is your best player. Hands down, this guy's really, really good. And they actually 2v2 killed in the bot lane. So if you're able to get them picks that they can pop off on, you have a chance at winning this. Now, the problem was their top side got kind of ran over a little bit, right? So they had, I mean, you got to just put them on useful picks and say, hey, if you guys are just going to lose gracefully, right? It's fine to lose gracefully, and just take the L and play utility. So I think that's what Project Iconic really needs to do. For game number 2. I don't think the series is over yet. It's only 1-0. I think Project Iconic can come back. We've seen them. They're the best adapting team in the league. they have been able to adapt super, super well. So I'm looking forward to see what they are going to bring for game number 2. But with that, we're going to go to short break. When we come back, game 2 action between TD Aftermath and Project Iconic. We'll see you there.
Hey, what the hell? Why you hanging on the roof all by yourself? I have an open invitation, but you're telling me go get lost. I don't wanna see your face. Yeah, what the hell? So why don't we stay out to the morning light? 'Cause two wrongs can make a right. We're just doing what we feeling right now. So Chardonnay, we camp in the parking lot. Leave traces of plastic cups. We're just doing what we feeling right now. So what the hell? Why you hanging on the roof all by yourself? Always waiting for the one, but I got news for you. I'm the best that you can get. So what the hell? So what the hell? So what the hell? You make me go all out. You're pretending that you like somebody else, like you got boys waiting in line to take you home. But tell the truth, you spend the night alone. Let's be alone. So why don't we stay out to the morning light? 'Cause two wrongs can make a right. We're just doing what we feeling right now. So what the hell? Why you hanging on the roof all by yourself?
this is do or die. Feel it in my veins tonight. Emotional suicide. You know it's an eye for eye. I didn't wanna walk the plank. No, but the Mariona, it came like the thunder. I was on my way to going under. Swimming in the pain, yeah, I was covered in a tidal wave, But I'm a fighter. Try to take me down, I'm going higher. Baby, you've been playing with some fire. You've been playing with fire. One day you will see what you made of me. Found my inner peace. You are to in the dead of night. In the dead of night.
Alrighty, hello everyone, and welcome back to Game 2 Action TD Aftermath. Take it on Project Iconic Grand Finals Map Pizza. All you need is 3 wins. You win the league, you're going the world, and you're winning world because we're obviously the best league, not a
Of
Mickey Mouse
course.
league.
No,
we're
no,
in
no.
draft. Break it down.
Alright, we're breaking it down. Clutch TD Aftermath taking away the Zillion yet again. Project Candy taking away the Quirky. Honestly, I don't expect to see that many band changes. You know, at least from the side of TD Aftermath, they had a phenomenal game 1, right? There was some points in game 1 where it was like, ooh, can Project Iconic capitalize on this and get ahead? But we'll have to see. And eventually TD Aftermath, they were just able to roll over game 1 and with a pretty convincing win. It wasn't looking too hot for Project Iconic, but going into the next game, right? TD Aftermath is keeping the same bands, taking away the Zillion, Victor, Akali. Project Iconic also keeping the same bands, taking away the Kane, Zac, Corky. They don't want to see Buck beyond Corky again, and Clutch. I mean, it seems like we're in a loop, Clutch. You ever watch Doctor Strange?
No.
You know when he goes in the final, like, I don't know if
I just said no.
You said no?
I've
You cut
never
out.
seen Doctor Strange.
Oh
Wait.
my god. Oh well, I guess I can't talk about it because that'll be spoiling it then.
Wait. Oh, no, I know what it is, but I haven't seen it.
Oh, okay, well then yeah, like spoiler warning I guess, but Doctor Strange, he goes up to bargain against Dormammu and he dies, but then he's in a time loop, Clutch. It's a time loop. We're in a time loop right now, and it's a time loop of game 1 with the Nocturne B1ing yet again. Project Iconic, what is your answer into Nocturne this time? And it's the Trundle, Clutch. We're stuck. We're in a simulation. Get us out.
Listen, is this the salty run back, Matt Pizza?
Is this the salty run back?
Is this when you
That would
pick
be
the same
so
comp
funny if it
and
was.
you're just like, listen, we lost because we played bad.
That would be so funny if it
I mean,
was.
as of right now, we got the same thing. Now it's only 2 picks in. I don't think so. I don't think they run it back. There's no way.
I would.
Oh no!
TD Aftermath, you know what you need to do. Do it. Do it.
No.
Do it, they're doing it.
We're running it back.
Do it. The salty run back. Make game 2.
There's no way. Okay, wait, but then they would have to pick Shen support. I don't think there's any way they pick Shen support.
I think.
Oh no.
Oh. I mean, I don't know, man.
Now
TD
they-
Aftermath
now they
really
pick
thinks. They
They gotta
really
pick
think.
Rakan here. There's no way. No. Oh no. Guys,
No,
guys. Now what did they pick?
They
Wait,
picked the
wasn't
volley
Shen
picker?
picked before?
Yeah, it was Shen, Zaya, and then Volley. That's what we saw here.
Okay, yeah, but I mean the picks are still the same.
The
just
picks
not
are the same.
order.
Half the champs are the same as last game.
Okay, so they have to pick the volley, they have to pick the Nivea or the
Nivea.
Shen here.
I don't think
Otherwise,
they're gonna
not
pick-
a salt to run back.
I don't think they're gonna pick the Shen and the Nivea. I think they're gonna swap those 2 out for something else.
Yeah, what are they gonna pick?
The
Oh,
Renata!
there it is! It's not the run back. It's not the run back.
Okay.
See, Taco Cat plays a lot of Renata, so I thought last game he was gonna play it. Like he plays Renata Zillion exceptionally well, and I was
Yeah.
like, all right, he's gonna pick the Renata. Nope, he picks the Shen. Now I'm assuming it's because they actually didn't. Maybe they thought they're not gonna pick the Mordekaiser, and like they ended up picking it, and now it's like, oh, well, that matchup's literally unplayable. So we have to put the Shen at support or something. As we see the Ziggs ban, they can't run back the comp. They can't. It's not possible. TD Aftermath can't have the same comp, Matt Pizza.
Oh, it's looking so doomed. Clutch, 80% of the champs could be the same as last game, but I don't know if it's gonna happen as the Ornn Horn call is coming. Clutch. The Ornn is picked R for side Project Iconic. TD Aftermath, what are you gonna be choosing as your mid lane and ADC? It is the Samira. Clutch. Ikuzuchi Samira is terrifying, and to top it off,
Nocturne
Vex is here. Bugby, who was solo killing the follow on the Ziggs Nivea matchup, now has a Vex into the Malzahar. Clutch. Take it
So,
away.
yeah, I think, you know, Iconic's like, hey, they're gonna pick full dive, so we're just gonna pick Malzahar, and when one of them goes in, we're just gonna ult them, and like they just can't play the game. We'll see how it's going to go. I look at Iconic's comp, and I don't know. To me, I think it lacks damage, but maybe that's just me. I mean, obviously Xayah can do like a ton of damage. Malzahar is more like damage over time. He's not like, you know, the consistent damage that's gonna like, you know, really pump out damage. They have the Xayah. Ornn and Trundle, you know, the front line, Renata gonna be able to keep their back line alive. But I'm just afraid that with TD Aftermath's comp that they have, they're kind of just gonna run at them and just go in, and they're gonna get bursted before they can really like put down all their damage. Now, I might be crazy because I'm D2 negative win rate, so I shouldn't speak.
True.
You know, maybe this is some stuff, and I'm sure Nikeda's drafting for Project Iconic, and that guy's cracked. So, yeah, it is Nikeda. See, yeah, I should shut up now because that guy's way better than me. But, you know, I don't know. Maybe this is like comfort picks. I obviously know Xayah Renata is a really comfort bot lane for them. Ornn, obviously, Ornn is Ornn. He's gonna scale. He's gonna come online. And Trundle's just gonna hit R, right? Malzahar, I haven't seen Malz a lot, but I think, you know, in this situation, being able to ult someone who goes in is gonna be really, really nice. So it'll be really interesting. But I like TD Aftermath, the Samira. If this Samira gets ahead, yeah, the game's over.
I mean, it's a Samira.
So like we've seen Ikazuchi on Samira too. Like he's a real aggressive ADC. So I feel like this fits his bill. But Matt Pizza, it's your turn. Break it down.
I mean, Clutch, one thing I want to ask, because Renata Samira lane, right? Let's say Samira does get her ulti off, right? If Renata ults into the Samira ult, does that cancel Samira ult, or will that Samira ult damage go onto her teammates instead?
You said did Matt wait?
Like, think about, okay, Samira's ult
Goes onto her teammates.
It goes onto her teammates. Okay.
But she has a win wall.
I mean, yeah, she has a win wall, but let's just say for whatever reason she doesn't use the win wall, right? Hypothetically, very specific hypothetically, Fed Samira Renata win wall, like doesn't win wall, does a lot of damage to TD Aftermath. But I think it Project Iconic with this lineup are looking a little bit more like competitive than they were with their previous lineup, right? Like the Nivea matchup, the Nivea mid matchup was the only thing that was just kind of like, this could be an issue. And like the Trundle matchup in the top lane was also kind of like, this is kind of weird. But now that they have Trundle in the jungle and they have an Ornn in the top lane, right? Yeah. It's Ornn, Clutch. How do you lose with Ornn? Ornaments coming in.
How do you lose with Ornn? I don't know. Ask LCS. No, I'm pretty sure they actually have a good win rate on Ornn. But yeah. Go ahead.
I think that Renata is going to be key here. I think if Renata gets a really good Renata ult that doesn't get windwalled, right? Like, there's going to be so much of the damage that TD Aftermath is going to try to send out going to get reflected back onto them, and it could be devastating. And, you know, a few of those fights, right, combined with the Ornn ult, combined with the Malzahar suppress, and Xayah being untouchable, right? A Project kind of do have the tools at their disposal in this draft to, like, take back this game. Right? Or take back the series, take this game.
Take back this game.
Take back this game. The game is already over before we started, Clutch. No. But yeah, I think they have more of a fighting chance this time around. And you know, before we go to a short break, what are the break predictions, Clutch? What are you doing? Are you running it back? Salty run back?
Let me close my eyes. Hold on. My blindfold on. I can't see anything right now, by the way.
We also can't hear you, but yeah, go for it.
What? No, you can hear me. Hello. Okay. I have a blindfold on. I'm looking into the
the void.
The void, yes. Just like Malzahar.
Yeah.
I'm looking into the void. You know what I see?
What do you see? Hex tech.
Ocean. You are wrong.
Okay.
What the? I'm seeing the Ocean Soul. So I'm gonna predict the Ocean Soul.
All right. Let's see, Clutch. Well, if you're predicting the Ocean Soul, I'm gonna do a salty run back. I'm going Magnet Mountain. There's no way. Well, I'm gonna. If we see the salty run,
You're
I'm
going
just
Mountain?
salty. I'm going Mountain.
I
Oh no, I
went
went Inferno.
you went
I went
Inferno.
Inferno. I meant Inferno. I already forgot what I.
Oh my,
It's
Matthias.
dimmed.
It's not looking good for you. Well, Matt Pizza, with that, we're going to head to a short break. And when we come back, game 2 action between TD Aftermath and Project Iconic. We'll see you guys in a couple minutes.
Yep.
Maybe when it's good, you know it's an eye for eye. Every energy alive. In the dead of night. You can save your alibi. I already know you lied. Oh no, don't even try. Watch the flame in me ignite. You didn't wanna walk the plank. But then ready or not, it came. Baby, it was dark, it was hard to see, and that's when a spark lit inside of me. Oh, I was lost in reverie. One day you will see what you made of me, what's inside of me. One day you will see I found my inner peace. You are released in the dead of night. In the dead of night. Baby, when it's all die, you know it's an eye for eye. Dirty energy line. In the dead of night. 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 And one day you will see what you made of me, what's inside of me. Oh, and one day you will see I found my inner beast, and you are Jubilees.
What an irony. My mirror shows the other side of me. All these ones and zeros, nothing in between. But there's so much more to me than eyes can see. Than eyes can see. I'm not binary.
Alrighty, hello everyone, and welcome back to Game 2 action. TD Aftermath on the blue side taking on Project Iconic. Matt Pizza just dipped, by the way, just left. He said, oh, I gotta go, bye. So now I have Exernian, swapping up the colorcaster. No, I got Exernian, so Exernian. I know you love speaking and, talking and producing at the same time. So, I'll just shoot you, a question so you can talk. Thoughts on both the comps, because we asked Mass Pizza, we didn't ask you because you're usually producing. So give me your thoughts on both these comps. What are you looking forward to?
Honestly, from what happened last game, obviously TD Aftermath coming out on top. I wasn't a big fan of TD Aftermath's bot lane, honestly, being a Recon enthusiast myself. The Caitlyn Recon lane is actually really interesting because Caitlyn does win against Xayah, does outrange her, will have that pressure throughout the game, as we saw. I really am liking the more on-theme bot lane with Ikazuchi Samira and Fat Jester's Rakan Samira Rakan. Obviously a lot more volatile than Caitlyn Rakan can be sometimes in that early game. I think it really comes down to how Taco Cat can play. People will laugh at haha, EDC matchup doesn't matter, but Taco Cat getting that Renata cover pick and Renata actually doing pretty well into Rakan. I think for TD Aftermath, as they're going to pull that bot lane, this is going to be that focus as we were talking about before. I think Project Iconic does have a lot of a better chance than they did in that first game in terms of that carry potential for Shy Winter.
Yeah, and I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how this bot lane goes. Obviously, there's going to be action down here. There's a Samira and Ikazuchi, very aggressive ADC. He's going to be going in. He's going to be looking for those fights. So definitely going to be looking forward to this bot lane, see how this one is going to go. Level 2 is going to be super, super important in this lane because I feel like whoever gets level 2 is just going to run at them and go in. So definitely need to keep an eye on that. Looks like it's going to go to the side of Project Iconic. So, I think if it went to the side of TDA, we were definitely going to see a fight go down, but it went to the side of Project Iconic, so not really any fighting going on there. But yeah, mid matchup's probably going to be very boring. It's Vex versus Malzahar. I don't think much is going to happen. Now, it was Ziggs versus Anivia, and there were kills in the mid lane, so, maybe I am wrong there. And then top lane, it's the tank matchup. I feel like all our action's going to be geared toward this bot lane, Exernian.
Yeah, I was gonna say, last game, if anything, Ziggs versus Anivia, not the most exciting match, I would say. Ziggs is just throwing his snowballs, and Anivia throws her, weird ice cube things. Oh, fighting.
Oh, here we go. We're already fighting in the bot lane. That's the exhaust coming through. Double root. Now the ignite comes through. Ikazuchi is still walking forward. Heal is available for Shy Winter. He walks forward. Ikazuchi's very low, but here comes counter. He's running in. He gets the chomp. A kill is traded back, but it's 2 for 1 for the side of Project Iconic.
Yeah, and that's what we were saying, right? The volatility of a bot lane between Samira Rakan and Shy Winter, Xayah versus, that kind of bot lane where Taco Cat is playing that Renata Glass, right? This time with that bailout with so much value in terms of how aggressive can Ikazuchi be now, right? Because if you can get a kill, you've basically got to go through 2 health bars at that same time while not dying yourself. Technically, you don't have to kill the enemy with that bailout, but if you're low enough and you're playing super aggressive and you're Ikazuchi on that Samira, you run out of abilities and then you die instead, then Shy Winter will get to live and, live up to the name of bailout for sure. I think Convey coming down, up at that top lane actually, you're waiting for this level 6 between Vex and Nocturne. Nocturne and Vex, very popular combo between, just turning off the lights and Vex gets that free Shadow Surge. You're really watching with this level 6. Can they come down to that bot lane and shut down Shy Winter as counters in the mid lane?
Looking into that mid lane, Buckby going to flash away, does stay alive, and I feel like this is kind of a repeat of what happened in game number 1. Bot lane for Project Iconic ended up getting kills, they got ahead, but then, one fight goes wrong and the game kind of just is blown wide open. Now, top lane going pretty well for TD Dylan. The Mordekaiser, people say that, you pick that into Ornn and it's a good matchup for the Mordekaiser. So, we saw it a bit in, pro scene where people would just pick the Mordekaiser into the Ornn and do fine. Do actually pretty well, I would say. So, maybe TDA picking up on that. So, Mordekaiser probably going to be ahead in this matchup, but obviously the Ornn has the ornaments going to provide, the upgrades for the team later on in the game. But yeah, right now, Project Iconic is ahead. Convey maybe looking for a gank here. Again, it is pre-6 Nocturne gank, so it's a little bit hard as the Fat Jester tries to jump forward, but he's not going to be able to find anything, Exernian.
Yeah, I think at the same time here, like, you want to be really careful because Samira Rakan against Zaya Renata Glass is going to be really, really hard if Samira and Rakan do fall behind. Right now, they're still quite even. Shy Winter obviously has that kill on Ikazuchi. That fight in the early game won't matter too much as long as, you know, Ikazuchi and Fat Jester are able to kind of contain Shy Winter and Taco Cat. Like we were talking about before, Taco Cat on that Renata Glass can get really, really oppressive, right? When you're playing Nocturne Vex and you try to run into the enemy team, but you don't have enough damage to kill someone, right? Uses that bailout, then the hostile takeover, it becomes really, really difficult for the side of TD Aftermath. So it's really what, how can they play this early game out so that they can get to that mid game where Nocturne and Vex can play the game against them. Ooh, teams are kind of dancing at the dragon right now, obviously. Will convey. Ooh, face checking that bush. A little bit careful here.
It needs to be a little bit careful. Here we go. The fight's going to be going down. That's going to be the ult. But now the fight does begin. Bailout is available. If Taco Cat's able to find a kill, he will stay alive. It's a 1-for-1 so far. Buckby has the ultimate reset. He doesn't have anywhere to go, so he has to go back in. Not able to find a kill. And another one goes to the side of Project Iconic. Able to get 2 kills in that one. Another 2-for-1 Ikazuchi. Gonna be taking some damage. Root comes through on Ikazuchi. Windwall doesn't do anything. Fat Jester going to walk away also. And Project Iconic find a 2-for-1, and they're also going to get the dragon.
I think it's just too early for TD Aftermath to fight. Like, yeah, Vex has ulti. Buckby, you know, using that Shadow Surge, trying to go in. But I think the beauty of Vex and Nocturne is that, you know, Nocturne turns off the lights, then Buckby can throw that ultimate. I think the biggest thing about that is you need to have an angle. You need to have that pressure. I think TD Aftermath, give that first Drake, right? Because we saw what I was just talking about. They didn't have enough damage to completely kill Taco Cat with that bailout. Really just gets... Well, actually, Taco Cat did die there, but you see how much time they buy when they don't have enough burst and damage to kill. Ikazuchi and Fat Jester, you know, didn't have their ultimates. I think if Fat Jester had their ultimate there, really turns that fight. And obviously, pre-14 minutes, don't have the Unleashed TPs, so you're not looking for an Ornn fight and Mordekaiser, you know, pulling someone into the Death Realm. So for sure, I think TD Aftermath needs to just be a little bit more careful in terms of how they play this mid-early game. If they lose too much in the early game, it's going to be really hard for them to come back in terms of, you know, we need to hold river pressure with this kind of composition. Mordekaiser needs to be able to actually walk up and ult somebody, and sure, Nocturne will have an easier time, but Vex, obviously, you know, you still need to throw your ultimate from at least one screen away, so it becomes this harder thing where Project Iconic has that perfect comp of, okay, just walk into us, right? We're gonna Malzahar ult you, Zaya will press R, and then Renata will press R as counters in that top lane.
Yeah, here we go, playing to the top side. That's going to be ult being used. Now Connor going to be looking to strike back. That's where I'm going to be coming down on the Ornn. That's the Flay coming down on the counter. He's trying to run away. He will stay alive. That's the Trinity ult going to be used. Counter. We'll be able to walk out of that one. Fighting in the top side. Here comes Buckby. He has the ultimate. If he's going to be able to land it, he will get 2 kills. He lands it on the counter. He finds 1. He lands it on the Banakali. He's just waiting. He takes it. That's going to be a double kill over to Buckby coming out of nowhere. Lands the Vex snipe. Able to find 2 kills for the side of TD Aftermath.
I mean, if you're Buckby and you're playing this Vex, or we've seen Buckby on the Vex over and over again, you have so much roaming potential and pressure. It's like you walk just halfway up the river and you're basically ready to fight with that ulti. Oh, that Jester goes in.
Yes, they're going to be going in. Shy Winter, he's looking to pull back the feathers. He will be able to find one. That's going to be the wind wall coming out. Now, the bailout is on Shy Winter. He's going to get ignited, but we won't go down. He does stay alive. Kills are 4-4. Gold is dead even in this one. Shy Winter 2-1-2 on the Zaya. Need to keep your eyes on him. He is the big focus point for the side of Project Iconic. Maybe Taco Cat walking forward. Maybe he's trying to look for a dive here potentially. They're looking on the Fat Jester. He doesn't have the flash available. That Shy Winter running forward. We're not all going to be used. Nice dodge away from Fat Jester using the Rakan W out of that ultimate. Shy Winter pulled back the feathers, but he doesn't have anything. There's no wave. Taco Cat is going to take 2 tower shots. It shouldn't matter though, and they are going to be able to walk out of that one. As now we're going to be looking onto the top side. Connor going to be walking forward. He gets to flee on the Banakali, and he's able to find the kill. It's a solo bolo in the top lane. TDA starting to find some kills, starting to find momentum in this game.
Yeah, and I mean, Vex Nocturne, they've kind of got the gold, and that's where you want your gold to be. Oh,
Mouths are all going to be coming down onto Buckby. Buckby has to use that flash. He doesn't have the ultimate available. He does have the fear. He's going to try to launch it. Now, we're looking at the back lane. Shy Winter has to flash away. He doesn't have the mana for the feather pullback. Ikazuchi able to find one. Now the feathers come through. The root comes down on Ikazuchi. Now able to find the kill. Meanwhile, the Rift Herald is being used on that top side. More and more gold going over to TD Dylan in the top lane. That's the tower going down. Counter. Now he's trying to make a play onto that bottom side. Doesn't have the flash. Has the ult. Has the pillar. Not able to find anything, and it's non-stop action in game number 2. TDA though coming out ahead.
I mean, TD Aftermath, now they've swung the gold lead, right? They've now taken pretty much every fight that they want to take. Like, sure, they had one bad Drake fight, but now it's like, well, now we have Vex Nocturne, they're both ahead. Now they've got both the ultimates and all that gold. As you can see, they both have that 150 gold bounty, and the Mordekaiser Ornn matchup is kind of going as expected. So now, in 3 minutes here, TD Dylan is going to have the Unleashed TP. He can just sit in that side lane. Who's going to match him? Ornn is having a really, really tough time already as it is. The Project Iconic, you know, they need to kind of try to repeat what they did before at that first Drake fight. How do they get that priority in their solo lanes in bot lane too, where they can then walk into the river and fight?
Here we go, and now the fight's going to begin. That's going to be the Death Realm coming down. We might see a huge team fight. Counter, he will be able to walk out of that one. Now TD Dylan's going to be in front of the whole team. The dive is coming through from the side of TDA. That's going to be the bailout being used. Not able to find one. Renata ult going to be used. That's 2 down. Now Ornhorn going to be used. If the fear does come out, it won't be able to connect. That's going to be the Vex going to be going in. One goes down. Shy Winter able to pick up one. Ikazuchi going on the flank. Shy Winter trying to run away, but he has nowhere to go. It's a double kill going over to TDA. Vex ult going to miss. Taco Cat trying to run away. Will he be able to survive? He's the last one alive for the team. He has the flash available. When is he going to use it? Fat Jester running forward. Are they going to dive the tower? Taco Cat, I don't know if he has the bailout. Ikazuchi not able to find the kill, but it's just an absolute domination from the side of TDA in that team fight. I believe it was a 4-for-1, 4-for-2, but regardless, TDA comes out ahead and they pick up the dragon.
Yeah, at this point, TD Aftermath, their comp is now coming online, as we can see. Obviously, when Vex Nocturne, like, I have to say it over and over again, that this comp really revolves around them. Where if Project Iconic can't hold any kind of spot in the river where they just kind of walk in and fight, they're obviously just going to lose, like we just saw. Project Iconic, they need to play a little bit more patiently, wait for the priority where they can have it, and hold their ground. This kind of composition that they're playing really needs to just sit back and wait. Where TD Aftermath is like, okay, we're just gonna, you know, we're ahead now, we can just go in and fight you. And, you know, with that gold being on the players that it's on, obviously their comp is going to shine. I think Project Iconic, to make it back into this game, is, well, Shy Winter has that gold, but it's not that big of a gold lead like we saw. I think Project Iconic is now starting to struggle in terms of, well, now we don't have enough money on the carries that we need them to have the gold on, so it's looking a little rough and clutch. I don't know.
Yeah, it's looking a little bit rough if you are Project Iconic. The good news is not that like 7K lead they had to try to come back from in the last game. It's only 3K, so it is, you know, they can come back. We've seen comebacks before. It's, you know, VBU was the team that stalled out the game to 50 minutes, down like 8K and came back. So like teams can do that. It is possible to come back. But obviously, you know, you'd think in a series, the team that gets the early lead is most likely the team that's going to win the series, because if you're able to find early leads, yeah, you might fumble it once, but like to fumble it 3 times out of 5, it's pretty hard. As now maybe a fight is going to begin. That's Daltolo going to be walking. Buckby doesn't have the ultimate available. Looks like nothing is going to go down there. Turret plating now is down. And yeah, I mean, TDA, they have themselves a 3K lead in this game. 2 wins away from being the EGL Season 2 champions, going to Worlds. They already have another TDA team going to Worlds in EDL. So, oh, here we go. Fat Jester going to be using that ultimate. That's a great ultimate from Shy Winter. Will he be able to stay alive, though? The bailout's going to be absolutely massive. He should be able to pick up one. If he's just able to kill one, he will get bailed out. But no, he's not able to find anyone. Taco Cat is able to trade one back. Convey has to ult in. It's 2 for 1 for the side of TDA. It was just an auto attack from potentially turning for Shy Winter. Very, very unfortunate.
Oh, so close. Like you said, an auto attack away, right? That one single auto attack, Shy Winter gets to live, and I think actually kills Ikazuchi just a little bit faster, so Taco Cat will then live in return, I believe. But when a fight is that close, it's not looking good, right? Because Ikazuchi and Fat Jester weren't even the ones that were ahead in this game. They just kind of had like a unlucky fight in the bot lane, and then they didn't really get much out of that Drake fight, and every single fight afterwards, it's kind of revolved around that top side of the map. So when your one kind of okay lane is now losing, it's not good. How do you turn that around, right? You really, again, need to just play more patient. Wait for TD Aftermath to overextend. We've seen them overextend in that first game where they get a little bit too aggressive, right? So I think Project Iconic does have those tools in terms of punishing that kind of mistake from TD Aftermath, but it's a best of 5, right? Like you're talking about, it becomes a mental game where you need to really hold on to, you know, not hope, but it's more so holding on to knowing that you can and will be able to fight back. Just, you know, picking those opportunities is where it comes into play.
Yeah, for sure. And this game, I mean, whoever wins this, right? If you think about it, it is a massive game, right? TDA with this win, they go up 2-0. They're just one win away from moving on. Project Iconic, they win this, it becomes a best of 3. It becomes a best of 3, and you know, it's absolutely massive for the side of Project Iconic. So this game is really, really important, as now Ikazuchi has to run away, needs to be a little bit careful, should be actually able to just kind of walk out of that one. Does take some damage, but is able to walk out. And Project Iconic, their bot lane, able to pick up the turret. Again, I mean, I feel like the whole season, like this bot lane has just been on fire. At least, or not the whole season, in the playoffs, because obviously Taco Cat was their top and then they moved them to support. But this bot lane has been the focus point. They've been doing so well in this series. But I don't know if it's going to be enough. They have to find bigger leads, or they have to hope, you know, have to help out their team somehow, because top lane's not looking too good right now, as Ornn is 0-3. Now it is Ornn again. He will scale. He'll get those items, but he is a little, you know, not really super strong right now. And mid, obviously the Malzahar, not extremely strong. As we go, Shy Winter is just walking forward. He's going to use that ultimate. When is the flash available? It just pulls back the feathers. Able to find one. Shy Winter, really, really well played. I thought maybe Mordekaiser was going to flash, and now TDA say, all right, we're going in. Convey going to be going down. That's going to be the all being used. Got to watch this Vex, though. What can Vex do? That's one down. Vex, does she have the reset? The answer is yes. Counter trying to flash over the wall. Not going to be able to get out. Diatholo can't do anything. Double kill for TDA's mid laner, Buckbeat. It's a 4-4-2. And I swear, Project Iconic, they end up getting caught when Banakali isn't there. I feel like this is the second time, or at least the second time in 2 games where their top laner's not there, and then they're opted into a 4v5, and obviously 4v5, it's not going to go your way, Xernian.
Yeah, and you know, like you were talking about before, we saw TD Dylan not using that flash, and that was the first mistake, right? Where TD Aftermath, okay, yeah, you lost one member, but Project Iconic, right? You said you need to notice that Banakali is in that top lane. You need to be communicating. Are you going to TP? Are you going to TP? Right? And then they push for that mid lane, and then TD Aftermath, it's just like, yeah, okay, well, yeah, we see that you've used everything basically on TD Dylan. Obviously, Shy Winter using that Featherstorm to try and, I mean, obviously win in that Death Realm fight, but, you know, you're using all these abilities. You punish one mistake, but obviously TD Aftermath, really good look on them to punish Project Iconic walking forward, trying to greed for that tower. You know, you take one down and you're like, yeah, we can take the tower, guys, you know, but again, right, then you're not even in a 4v5 or 5v4 in terms of, yeah, your top laner's not coming, so, you know, and we've used basically everything to kill one member of their team, so then it becomes, right, when you're playing from behind, it's taking those little victories and not greeding for more, because you take one step forward, and then, you know, you greed for too much, and then that's 2 steps back.
Yeah, and I mean, the problem I feel like with Project Iconic is, you know, they need to chill, because they keep going too far forward, and it's when Banakali, you know, he has to answer waves, right? You can't just like sit with the team the whole game. You have to eventually go to the side lane, push it out, and then group with your team. The problem is every time he goes to do that, Project Iconic pushes just a little bit too far forward, and then they get engaged on. And I feel like, you know, if the side of Project Iconic is able to fix that, this series is completely different, because 2 times that's happened, and 2 times it's been absolutely, you know, detrimental. And it's just destroyed Project Iconic when it's happened. So if they're just able to fix that, I swear, the side of Project Iconic, you know, this game is much closer. The series is much closer. So hold on. Maybe they've caught out the Fat Jester potentially. Counter is walking forward. That's Australia is going to be burned. Now the ult going to be going down. Convey does get knocked up, does have the flash, does have the ult. He's going to flash away from this. He's going to use the speed. Taco Cat flashing forward with that root. It's a fight on two up fronts. Idol getting very low. They're going very far into the jungle. I don't know if this is what you want. Now, Ikazuchi splitting on that top bot side. So this is a 4v5. That's a mouse ult being used. If the side of TDA, if they're just able to isolate targets, they can maybe win. It's a 3v4 now. That's the Fat Jester going to be going in. They're able to find one. The health bars are very low. It's up to Buckby to try to save this one as a Fat Jester. He's still alive. Taco Cat able to get the kill, but it's a 2-for-2, and Samir was in the bot lane, Xernian.
Yeah, I mean, Samir's not there, so obviously, like, I could kind of tell there's a little bit of a mixed call from the side of TD Aftermath, where Convey was like, okay, I'm flashing out, like, I can't turn, like, leave me, you know, where, like, okay, just let me die. But then TD Dylan walks in behind, he's probably like, yeah, I gotta flank, guys, I gotta flank. And then they see that Datholo is a little bit isolated from the side, so then they turn onto him, he uses his ultimate in turn. And then I feel like there was just a little bit of a mixed response from the side of TD Aftermath. It was either, honestly, I was like, yeah, it's either they all die here or they just win this 4v5. So it was a little bit close, a little bit too close for comfort, I think, for the side of TD Aftermath. But I still think that's a win in their books. Obviously, that gold lead for them is now almost 5k clutch. Dragon in 140. Baron is up, so I'm honestly imagining TD Aftermath can just walk into that river, right? Force Project Iconic to say, hey, you know, your comp wants us to run into you. How about you try running into us while we have the pressure on Baron? Because obviously, you either opt into a fight with us or try to do 50-50 and lose, right? So I can imagine that being the next call for TD Aftermath. Or, you know, we can get that classic, we'll just wait and then dance in the Dragon River.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see, you know, what is going to go down in a minute until this dragon spawns. Like you said, you know, the Drake gonna be super important, and it's gonna be the third Drake. That is Soul Point, and I'm assuming Project Iconic will probably try to fight this one. So do need to keep your eyes on that. Now Xayah has the Kraken, has the PD, now starting to build towards that QSS. 50 seconds until this Drake is going to spawn Banakali. He's not gonna use that ult. They're gonna try to catch out Convey. That's gonna be the spell shield used. He's gonna have to pop the ultimate. Now Beck's gonna be going in. It's a huge knockup gonna be coming through. Oh my god! Now that's where not all gonna be coming through. Looking to turn this one around. Ikazuchi is in the middle of the team. When is the ultimate? That's the Inferno Trigger gonna be coming down. Looking on the Taco Cat. Shy Winter is alive in the death realm, but he will fall to the hammer. It's 2 versus 2. Now Ikazuchi, he gets another pop of the ultimate. It's a 1v1. It's counter. It's TD Dylan who is going to win. Mordekaiser, he slams down the mace, able to find the kill. He's the only one left alive. It's an ace for the side of TD Aftermath.
Oh my god, Clutch, that fight was just so close. A little bit too close for comfort. I thought that last one was close, but this one really takes the cake. Obviously, the Ornhorn starts off that fight. Convey is actually caught out. He doesn't get to use that ultimate. He's just immediately dead. I think the hostile takeover here buys a lot of time. Buckby also goes down. Not really a lot of value out of that Shadow Surge there, but I think just the fact that TD Aftermath being ahead, having more money in their pockets, really wins them this fight. TD Dylan obviously, it just wins by a hair in that last 1v1. So really close as teams are now doing the Drake.
Yeah, teams are now doing the Drake. As now they're going to potentially catch out TD Dylan. That's going to be the ult being used. He's able to stay alive for a very long time. The exhaust isn't able to do enough. Bailout is going to be used, but it won't bail out the Renata. Now the fight's going to be going down. We got to watch the Fat Jester. He lands the knockup. That's going to be Banakali for sure falling in this one. Now Counter's walking forward. It's a 3v4. The Fat Jester running in. He has the ultimate. When is the knockup going to be coming through? That's the charm onto the Xayah. Xayah does not have the ultimate. Will be going down. Ikazuchi able to pick up the kill. Inferno Trigger. It's ready and available. Now will be used on the Diatholo. That's going to be the ultimate coming down, but it won't be able to kill Ikazuchi. 4 for 1 for the side of TD Aftermath. They're also going to be able to pick up the Dragon Xernian.
And like you were saying before, Clutch, right? Like, Project Iconic just needs to chill out a little bit. I think, honestly, if I were to just look at the two drafts and be like, yeah, Project Iconic, I really like their draft. The fact that you can negate so much of the dive and the engage that TD Aftermath has. All you have to do is just relax in the early game. Just try not to flip too many fights. Don't, just don't lose in the early game. And really, that game looks so different. Like we were saying, the last two fights where Project Iconic kind of had the upper hand, actually, because they put themselves further behind than they really would have liked to. it really becomes now, okay, well, TD Aftermath has about almost 6k on you guys now, and we're getting close with these fights, but I can't imagine them really doing that much better because Aftermath now is in that driver's seat for the game. And how do you take back the steering wheel when you're that far behind? And you need their comp to walk into you, but when you're behind, you're just gonna die. So it becomes something that's TD Aftermath has to be the team that messes up for Project Iconic to really capitalize.
Yeah, and it's going to be tough, I feel like, from the side of Project Iconic. Like, these fights are actually pretty close, despite them being, you know, down in gold. They're team fighting pretty well, I feel like, you know, but just the gold lead, you know, sometimes, you know, you can just take their wallets and smack them as the fight is going to be going down. That's going to be the Renata ult coming through. Oh, no, that's going to be the Mordekaiser falling. Ikazuchi goes down also. That's 2 down from the side of TD Aftermath. It looks like Project Iconic, they're running straight to the Baron. TD Aftermath, 3v5. They have to somehow pull out a miracle and try to steal this. We'll have to see if that's what's going to happen. Nocturne has the ultimate, has the smite, has the flash. They need to get vision. It's already down to 8k. It's down to 7k. It's going down to 6k. Convey, he's near the pit. He has the control word. Can he seal this one? It's down to 4k. It's down to 3k. Here we go. Now they're going to be going into the pit. It's a 50-50. It's down to 1k. When is the smite going to be coming through? It comes down. Convey steals the Baron. Now they need to get out of this alive, though. The Barons are still up. Convey, he's walking away. Will he be able to get out of this one? He doesn't have the flash. He doesn't have the ult. He has the spell shield. He's going to blast cone out of this one. The Fat Jester is alive. Convey with the Baron steal of the season. He steals it, and TD Aftermath, they just walk in, take the Baron, and get out.
Hand that man his medal right now, Clutch. I don't even care if TD Aftermath wins the league or not. Hand him his medal. Give him that medal for that that steal for sure. And I was about to say, Vex, Nocturne, and Rakan, those are the 3 champions you want to be alive to really try and steal that that Baron. Obviously, it would have been nice to have Mordekaiser, you know, ult counter out, take that smite away from them, but regardless, right, you see the power of 3 people on that dive. Vex, Nocturne jump in, Rakan gets a really big charm, and you can buy so much time, where then Project Iconic kind of freaks out a little bit, and they're like, uh-oh guys, like we're getting attacked on all fronts right now, what do we do, right? And Convey big props to them for taking that Baron, buying that time, but regardless, it becomes, well, what does TD Aftermath do with this Baron? They only have it on Convey and Fat Jester. And then, where do you take that lead? Where do you snowball it, right? How do you use this Baron? They are on that soul point. I can imagine them using that Baron, getting some priority in those lanes, trying to crack open maybe that bot lane tower, if they can. But regardless, I think that keeps them in the game for sure. Project Iconic, losing that Baron, now you have to play even better than you were playing before. Project Iconic doing a really good job of picking apart TD Aftermath, catching them when, you know, they're apart and when they just have the numbers advantage, but Clutch, I don't know how this one's gonna go now.
Yeah, it's it's gonna be tough to be able to hold this one off. I feel like TD Aftermath, you know, they just play their cards right. They should be able to take the win. But you gotta obviously, you know, gotta destroy the Nexus. As now the knockup comes through onto TD Dylan. But yeah, they now have themselves around a 7,000 gold lead, and the soul is going to be spawning in a minute, and if they're able to pick up this one, I think it's pretty much over Xernean. I feel like the game is pretty much won from the side of TD Aftermath.
Yeah, I mean, look at the top right there. TD Aftermath has made about 2.4k from that Baron that, you know, includes minions and towers and all that kind of fun stuff. Imagine if that Baron was on Project Iconic, right? Then that gold lead, then they'll have about 5k, no, not 5k, sorry, 50k. Ooh, that was close. They'll have about 50k. And it just, when they're not that far behind, they don't have the objective bounties, right? So it's really hard because they're fighting all these fights that are really close, but then they're not like super far behind, so they can't like full on swing with the objective bounties. But we see TD Dylan TPing in from behind.
Yeah, TD Dylan coming in from behind. That's going to be the ultimate from the Rakan. He's looking to go in. Now the whole engage is going to be coming through. It looks good from the side of TD Aftermath. They already burst 2. They already killed 3. It's a disaster from the side of Project Iconic. They have nowhere to go. They're trying to run away to their base. The Fat Jester and Buckby chasing them down. Ikazuchi. Oh, wait, that was a little bit later. That was earlier. I was like, how did Ikazuchi get the kill? Convey trying to run away. Will he be able to get out? The answer is yes, but it's a 4-0. The side of TD Aftermath, they get the Soul Xernean, and it is looking over.
Yeah, I think what we were talking about before over and over again. Project Iconic, guys. Relax. Like, it's okay. We don't have to, like, I think at this point it doesn't really matter. They're just too far behind for it to really, really matter. I think that last nail in the coffin for sure was that Baron steal from Convey. A really, really close fight now obviously just becomes a clean sweep for the side of TD Aftermath, just having way too much pressure on the map now where Project Iconic, they can't hold any spot that they choose to. So now it's just kind of a Hail Mary under that base. Hope that, it becomes so hard now because TD Aftermath getting that Mountain Soul, having the shields, having the extra defensive stats, Project Iconic didn't have a really, really tough time. Just even going through Nocturne Vex. And then you layer on top of Mordekaiser, bringing whoever he wants into Brazil, just probably going to win whoever he pulls in. And then you've just got the Charm and Nikazuchi on top of all of it. So it becomes really, really difficult. Project Iconic needs to look for some fights. Maybe this is the one, Clutch.
All right, here we go. They're looking on a Banakali. This is the fight. If they're going to win anything, they're going to use the ultimate. That's Renato coming down. It's going to find two. Ikazuchi, Inferno Trigger going to be going in. That's so much damage, but he's not able to find any kills. The health bars are so low. You need to watch Buckby. He doesn't have the ultimate. He's level 16. TD Dillon, he's 1v3. He's flashing forward. The Fat Jester is now here. He's going to use that ultimate. Doubtolo so low. That's Buckby finding one. Now the Rakan, the Fat Jester able to find another. It's a 3-for-2 for the side of TDA. We'll be able to see. Let's see if they're going to be able to find the Renata. Renata has to stop the back. The Fat Jester has the flash. We'll be able to kill Taco Cat. Looks like no. Game is still going. It's not over just yet. Project Iconic, even though they lose 3, they keep the game alive. Baron spawning in 35 seconds, Exernian.
Oh, 35 seconds to that Baron buff. I mean, Clutch. TD Aftermath, they just have to walk up and be like, yeah, okay, we're just going to do Baron now. Like I said, again, put them in that same situation. Force them to walk into you. When Project Iconic, imagine if they were just a little bit more ahead. If they had like 1 or 2 more items, right? They could kill TD Dillon there. Dude was just 1v3, man. Like, I don't even know what to say. He was so, so strong. He pulled someone into that death realm. If you can't kill the rest of his team while he's pulled that one person in there, he's just going to come out, kill the rest of your team. I think TD Dillon doing so much work on that Mordekaiser pick right now. Definitely turns that fight around. Fat Jester wasn't there at the beginning of the fight. Gets to walk in and clean up the rest of it. But, oh, Taco Cat, no.
Oh no, Taco Cat is now cut out. That's going to be the Vexel coming through. The bailout not going to work. That's going to be the stopwatch. They're now going to be looking into the mid lane, actually. That's going to be Convey going straight in, looking onto the Xayah. Xayah doesn't have that ultimate available. Now TD Dillon is a 2v3 in the mid lane. Who is going to go down? That's going to be the Ornhorn going to be coming through, looking on to TD Dillon. But now the reinforcements are on the way. That's the Fat Jester flashing in and getting the knockup. Oh no, it's disaster from the side of Project Iconic. They're looking for Banakali. Banakali going to be walking away. Ikazuchi stays alive. Will he die to the Malzar is the question. He's ticking. He goes down. Not able to kill that one. 3-for-2 for the side of TD Aftermath, but the game is still going, Exernian.
Okay, look, it's now a 10k lead for TD Aftermath. Okay, they were losing fights that like 4 or 5k Clutch, so I really don't know what to say other than TD Aftermath. They just need to not flip any fights, flip any Barons, flip any Elders, or any of that kind of stuff, and then it should be an easy win for them in that regard. But Project Iconic, again and again, we're talking about, like, you need to be picking your fights really carefully. You need to be, like, knowing exactly where every single member of TD Aftermath is. But that becomes really, really hard when Nocturne gets to turn off the lights and you don't know where Vex is. You don't know where basically anyone else is. Hides a lot of damage and ultimates from the side of TD Aftermath. Even if Fat Jester takes a really good position, in this on the side, in the jungle, in a certain type of flank, then, can even hide that charm. It becomes really, really hard for Project Iconic when they're this far behind Clutch. So, Baron is on that table now. Elder in 130. I think the only way they really win this is, yeah, guys, let's just flip for Elder. But at that point, you're so far behind, but I feel like that's all you can do.
Yeah, at this point, you kind of got to flip and hope, it's going to end up working out for you. I mean, it could work and they could come back, but that's really their only way back into this one, I feel like, Exernian. It's going to be a little bit rough for the side of Project Iconic.
Yeah, Project Iconic, it's like, well, we don't have, like, a lot of... Okay, Taco Cat. Oh, no.
No, Taco Cat going to be caught out. That's going to be the ultimate going to be used. Now the fight's going to begin. That's the Fat Jester going to be running forward, looking for the charm. That's already Shy Winter going to be going down. Now Taco Cat will fall, and it's just everyone going down from the side of Project Iconic. The stopwatch is now used from Daltolo, but it's not going to save him at all. 3-0 for the side of TDA. They don't even need the Elder to end this game. Vexo is going to land on a Banakali. That's the fear. The fear coming through, but not able to kill him. It's 3 down. Inhibitor is going to respawn. The wave is on the way, but with 3 people dead on the side of Project Iconic, you've got to think this is TDA taking game number 2, Xernian.
Yeah, it's difficult.
All right.
I don't know what to say, you know, like eventually, oh no. Yeah, I think game's done here, my friends. So
Yeah, this one's going to be over. TDA, they're going to take a 2-0 lead on Project Iconic. They are 1 win away, 1 game away from having a perfect playoff run, not dropping a single game in the entire playoffs. If they can do that, you can for sure say this is the team that deserved the win. This is the best team in the league without a doubt. They are now 1 win away in this one. Xernian, you got anything to say before we're gonna head to a short break?
Back into the production hole for me. Sir Matt Pizza is returning for the next game. But yeah, I mean, we were talking about Project Iconic just needs to play more patiently, right? I think if you don't let TD Aftermath's comp get online in the way that it did, it just explodes and it becomes so hard to deal with, and they're so far behind in that way. So like you said, Clutch Project Iconic needs to look to, you know, how do we adapt, right? What do we ban in going into that next game? I'm really looking, I'm really expecting a Nocturne ban in the table there for that next game for them. But other than that, I mean, TD Aftermath has taken them onto that match point. Can they 3-0 this, the grand finals for EGL?
Yes, they can.
Thanks,
They can.
Thanks, Matt Pizza.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh no! All right. Well, we're gonna go to short break. When we come back, Game 3 action between TD Aftermath and Project Iconic. TD 1 game away. Can they do it? We'll have to see in just a couple of minutes.
What an irony. My mirror shows the other side of me. All these ones and zeros, nothing in between. But there's so much more to me than eyes can see. Than eyes can see. I'm not binary. What an irony. My mirror shows the other side of me. All these ones and zeros, nothing in between. But there's so much more to me than eyes can see. Than eyes can see. I'm not binary. She's had love, but the money's elastic. She's had love, and she knows that I gotta be trusted. She's had love, but the money's elastic. She's had love, and she knows that I gotta be trusted. She's had love. know the sins that you can't confess. I'm just your ghost if we're not undressed. A part of me wish that we never met, but you act like we never. Got too wasted in the bathroom of your parents' house.
Alrighty, hello everyone, and welcome back to Game 3 action. Project Iconic on the blue side, TD Aftermath on the red side. At Pizza, we are on series point already. TD Aftermath up 2-0. One more win. They take the league. They go to Worlds. Undefeated run through the playoffs, Matt Pizza.
Yeah, not even dropping a single series clutch. They're making a name for themselves, right? Granted, we're the best league. Alright, let's put it out there. We're the best, one of the hardest, most competitive league ever. We're not a Mickey Mouse league. We're like, I don't know. I haven't watched DuckTales, man. I don't know anything about it. I can't make any reference. Or like any of those like Disney shows. But regardless, we're going into game number 3, like you said, clutch. Project Iconic this time on the blue side. They're looking to be something important, and that's the Mordekaiser. But, before I give it back to you, they did decide to ban away the Quirky Kane Nocturne, and the TD Aftermath did ban away the Akali from Banakali, the Victor, and the Zillion.
Yeah, with that Mordekaiser first pick, we'll see what TD Aftermath elects to, respond into this. Now, obviously, the Mordekaiser, it can go jungle, as now we see the Zac being hovered. That'd be something new from the side of TD Aftermath. All right, Zac going to be picked up. Now, when VBU played TD Aftermath, I believe this was like a contested pick where like both teams could play it, and it was like, all right, who's B1ing Zac? TD Aftermath, they're going to pull out the Zac for game number 3. We'll see what they are going to pair with the Zac. Obviously, Zac going to be going into the jungle. There's a very, 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 very small chance it could go into a different lane, but you never know. But I feel like that Zac can basically say, all right, this is going to be going into the jungle, and it's going to be the Nautilus coming through. Matt Pizza, all I'm saying is there's going to be a lot of knockups coming through. There's a champion that likes knockups. Just saying.
It's the bounce house, except the bounce house also has a bunch of spikes in it, clutch. And Project Iconic picking up the Morgana and running it back on the Trundle 3 games in a row. You love to see it.
Yeah, Trundle going to be coming through. Morgana going to be coming through. Now, Daltholo does play Morgana mid, so, we might potentially see a Morgana mid. That is a flex pick. Zig's going to be locked in. All these champions have knockups, Matt Pizza. You think Project Iconic bans Yasuo?
Oh, I thought you were going for Samira. I'm not going to lie. I was thinking Samira, because, okay. What? I thought it was, okay, I guess I'm on a different wavelength today, folks. Both producer and co-caster were like Yasuo. I was thinking Samira. Because, okay, come on. TD Aftermath, who really plays Yasuo? The Samira.
You mean who plays Yasuo? I bet you one of them does.
Bugby doesn't seem like the Yasuo guy. He plays Corki. That's like,
Listen, Matt Pizza.
I'm listening. All ears open.
They're up 2-0. Pull out the Yasuo.
Pull out the... I mean, I might as well. Project Iconic banning away the Fiora, a good counter into the Mordekaiser, my personal favorite. TD Aftermath taking away the Renata and the Ezreal. Project Iconic last ban of game number 3 and potentially their run in EGL. What is it going to be, clutch? 10 seconds on the clock. They're Rennie.
No, it's not going to be
Ban
Renekton.
5 blue side Rennie. Okay.
It's not the Renekton. I would
3,
laugh if it was.
2, 1.
That's a top laner? That's still a top laner?
Honestly, Camille or Gwen, both of them pretty much do the exact same thing. Let's be honest. They both have true damage in their kit, and they both use scissors, so like...
Snip, snip.
Your balls? Away?
What?
Huh?
Matt Pizza! Oh my... Are you trying to get us canceled?
No, come on. I didn't say any swears yet.
This guy doesn't go on the cast and then... shows up and tries to get us canceled. Oh my god.
I make the cast entertaining. Twitch chat agrees with me. Or don't.
We'll see what Twitch chat says. Is Kai'Sa is going to be locked in. It's going to be the Kai'Sa in the bot lane. Kai'Sa Nautilus, very, very strong bot lane. Very aggressive. And Project Iconic.
You know what? Send it. No, send it. Pick the Vayne. Do it. Okay.
That's a Morgana mid.
That's the Morgana mid, Vayne.
Alright, ready?
Lulu.
Lulu.
To pick it. Lulu. Vayne Lulu. Not bad, not bad.
You think they pick it? I don't think they pick it.
I think they would pick something like Janna personally, no?
Why'd you say Vayne? They already picked Vayne.
Now we pick main again. Oh, Karma. I feel like Karma here. They have to, and TD Aftermath
Wait a minute.
are fiving the support,
No,
picking
they're
up the
not. That's
Nami.
not. They already have Nautilus.
No,
not doing that,
they're
Matt
picking
Pizza.
the Nami. We're
No,
doing it.
no.
Send the Nautilus into top lane. Give me a not top. Come on, TD Aftermath. You're up 2 games. You can afford to troll.
What? No, do not do that. We'll have to see what the final pick is for the side of TD Aftermath. It's gonna be the Kale coming in for them. We'll have to see how the Vayne's gonna do because there's a Ziggs, and usually, you know, Vayne is like heavily outranged. And if the poke does start to land, obviously Vayne, you know, there's not really much he can do. Now, if Vayne can stay alive, there's a Nautilus, there's a Zac that are going to get destroyed by the Vayne. Does have the Karma, does have the Morgana. I mean, I feel like at this point, Project Iconic say, all right, you know what? Try Winter, pick whatever you want. We're going to just literally put everything on you. Try to 1v9. Also, another thing that I'm a little bit scared of is they have a Kale. And I feel like Kale late game is going to shred everyone on the side of Project Iconic. And that's not even counting like what Ziggs and Kai'Sa are going to do. So, I don't know. We'll have to see how this one's going to go. Matt Pizza, what are your thoughts?
Shy Winter, turn on the scripts, dodge everything. Do your best, I guess. Like, if I was the Vayne in this situation, I would be terrified because you have Nautilus stun lock, you have the Ziggs damage, Kai'Sa damage, Zac damage. Everyone's just going after you, and you're just there being like, "Team, please save me. I need help." And like, even then, like, there's TD Aftermath is just so much damage, and for the side of Project, kind of your damage comes from your Vayne and your Mordekaiser and like, somewhat your Morgana. A silver lining for Project Iconic though, TD Aftermath are a lot like magic damage. So if they do decide to build the Mod, Merc Tread, Spirit Visage, whatever best suits their role, then it could be a point of contest for Project Iconic. But other than that, Clutch, I think we just do Drake predictions. Oh, what was the Soul last game?
Mountain.
I was Mountain. Oh,
All right, Matt Pizza.
yeah. So,
You go first.
all right. Well, considering it's like pouring outside, I'm going with Ocean.
Is it pouring?
Well,
Wait,
it just
it's not even raining.
what? Okay, just give it like 5 minutes or something.
Oh, now it's raining. I see it now.
There we go.
All right, well, I'm gonna say Cloud Drake. That's gonna be the soul because there are clouds outside.
Okay.
So
Smart,
it's gonna be a
smart.
Cloud Drake. All right,
What's
that's
your
my
opinion?
prediction. But with that, we're gonna go to a short break. When we come back, Game 3 action between Project Iconic and TD Aftermath. We'll see you guys there.
Backseat of a taxi ride. And we said things that were cheesy, but we meant them. There were feelings, and now you deny it. You're in love with the idea of me, but you're not in my reality. Find it hard to even picture it, 'cause my reality ain't your reality, no. I'm all the sins that you can't confess. I'm just your ghost if we're not undressed. A part of me wish that we never met, but you act like we never. Got too wasted in the bathroom of your parents' house. Now you kissed me in the backseat of a taxi ride. And we said things that were cheesy, but we meant them. There were feelings, and now you deny it. You're in love with the idea of me, but you're not in my reality. Find it hard to even picture I'm sorry that I didn't hit you back when you call my line. Or did you even need to talk? Or you wasting time declining all your FaceTime calls? Cause you're not my vibe, but God just let me go to sleep. Someone get high with me. Yeah, cause I'm running away. I'm looking for space. Looking for space. I'm healing from all of the pain. I'm running away. Cause I feel lost right now. And it's hard to breathe. And I've lost myself. What happened to me? What happened to me? Thought I made myself clear, but I guess you didn't hear. Now stop texting every second, I just wanna disappear. Like a fly up in my ear, you don't ever wanna stop. Yeah, you have me kicking rocks, just leave me alone for once. Just leave me alone, I'm running away. I'm looking for space. I'm healing from all of the pain. I'm running away. Cause I feel lost right now, and it's hard to breathe. And I've lost myself. What happened to me? What happened to me? I know the air I'm breathing, it's no good for my lungs. I do this every season, I hate when summer comes. I fall into a trap that I made by myself. Oh, and I always do the wrong thing. I'm unstable and I'm unsteady. I've lost a million times already, and I'm so sorry, but I'm not able to slow down. I feel unable and so unworthy. My heart feels heavy, I've lost already. And I'm so sorry, but I'm not able to slow down now. And I'm so sorry, but I'm not able to slow down now. And I'm so sorry, but I'm not able to slow down now. I'm always self-destructive. I take a hit, I love it. Can you give me...
Alrighty, hello everyone, and welcome back to Game 3 action. Project Iconic taking on TD Aftermath. TD Aftermath, one win away from winning it all. Matt Pizza, looks like we have an invade. Break it down.
Okay, Clutch. We do have I mean, we talked about this in the pregame show or pregame show in the draft phase, right? They do have a fun of kind of a bounce house going on. They have Zach, Nautilus, and oh, wait a minute.
This is interesting. All right, well, Shy Winter is standing pretty far out, so I think he's fine, to be honest. Word does come down. Yeah, I think Shy Winter is
Okay.
out. Yeah.
I honestly, I could have seen a world where Nocturne. Wow, I am not on my game today. Where the Nautilus flash Qs, right? And even if Shy Winter flashes, Zack starts just screws over his clear and just goes for the kill. But you know, it didn't happen. But they're also going to topset to make sure they're not invading. And I don't think we're gonna see anything happen just yet. Clutch, definitely gonna see stuff happen around the bot side. I assume game 2 is practically a repeat of what happened game one, considering that like
Yes.
80% of the champions were like are run back from the
Yeah.
previous game.
It's
But
kind of the same thing, Matt Pizza.
all right, but if you're a Project Iconic fan, right, you're really hoping for this Vayne to just become a menace, become an absolute 1v9 god, dodging everything, going in, killing things. That is what you're hoping. If you're a TD Aftermath fan, you're just waiting for your solo lanes to get ahead. And it's just that easy. So this game is just, can Project Iconic learn from the mistakes of the last two games and be able to get ahead in this game number 3 and potentially their final game in EGL?
Yeah, we're gonna have to see how this one is going to go. Matt Pizza, obviously, you know, a lot of the action has been focused on the bottom side of the map. Scoreboards glitch, but you know, things get a little political sometimes. Matt Pizza.
Oh, they always do.
Boom, it's fixed. Look at that. That was actually the first time it's happened this series, which
Oh,
is weird because usually it like happens every time. I feel like, but top lane this time not really going in the favor of TDA. It's like they have a Kale.
yeah.
You know, they got something going. But the side of TDA, obviously, you know, once his Kale does come online, it's gonna be really, really scary. Now Taco Cat going to eat a hook. Fruit gonna be coming through. That's some damage on to Taco Cat. Zikazuchi is taking some damage back, but yeah, I personally would have liked the Lulu with the Vayne. The Lulu Vayne's really broken and it's really disgusting. And also you can polymorph the Zac or the Nautilus when they go in. Now, obviously, maybe they don't play it right, and you know, if you don't play Lulu, I mean, she's not hard, but like if you don't know how to polymorph, like you don't know when, then like yeah, you can grief the game because like you have to polymorph at the right time, and you know, stuff like that is convey. It's on the bottom side of the map. He's looking to go in. He's going to be looking to go in on a Taco Cat. That's a flash forward on a Shy Winter. Sums are still available. That's Ignite going to be coming through. Exhaust goes down on Ikazuchi. The Fat Jester taking a bunch of damage. Shy Winter walks forward just a little bit too far. Ikazuchi, he's out of there. Oh no! Project Iconic, it looked like they tried to turn that one around. Convey, he's flashing forward. He's looking for Taco Cat. Knockup comes through, but that's the Mantra W coming through. So much HP. It's 1v3, Matt Pizza. Taco Cat autoing the minions. It doesn't matter though. Zach's going to stay alive just barely. Oh, he wants to go back in, Matt Pizza, but he needs to run away. The HP bars are a little bit low. Fat Jester hits level 3. Ikazuchi's running forward. The Mantra W's coming out. They're going in. TDA. They end up getting 2 kills, Matt Pizza. But Counter's here. He's looking for the play. He sees the triple kill. Fat Jester's walking up. Counter is there. Fat Jester with no flash. He should just go down. The pillar is now used. Fat Jester's going to be going in, but there's no way he's going to be able to get out of this one alive. The kill is going to go to the Trundle, and after all that, 2 for 1 for the side of TDA, Matt Pizza.
That was such an extended fight clutch. Taco Cat, what was it? I don't know when it was clutch. I don't know if you remember from me vaguely explaining it, but in an actual comp game, right? Or in, I don't know if it was like in Worlds or something. It might have been in Worlds. There was a Karma that was getting dove by 3 people, and she like dodged everything and like.
Yeah, that was DFM.
That was
That was Saros, their mid laner. Yeah, he I remember that play because he got dove and then ended up like killing 3 people.
That's what Taco Cat tried to do. Taco Cat was so close to doing that. It would have been impressive if he actually was able to kill anyone. Actually, all of them were so low, but fortunately, TD Aftermath did play just a bit better, and you know, at least Connor was there to pick up 1 kill to return the favor. But going forward out of that, the Kaiser does have a skill, is kind of ahead as top lane. Bandit Collie's getting ganked.
Yeah, looking into the top side as Banacali going to be ganked from Convey in the top lane. Flash is available. We'll see if Banacali is going to use it. That he will. TD Dylan flashes forward. It's a kill to the Kale Map Pizza. It's an early lead for the 3rd time to the side of TD Aftermath.
And like we've seen the past 2 games, clutch, when they get an early lead, they're gonna run away with it. They know how to push their lead. They know how to like. They're even willing to take like risky fights when they have the lead, right? Like that fight had that outside, that was so risky and it worked out so well for them. And like if they play like this, if they keep getting these leads, then TD Aftermath is just gonna run away with this game. They're starting to become unstoppable already in this game, I should say.
Yeah, they're already starting to, get that ball rolling and, going down the hill, Matt Pizza. You got the snowball, starts picking up the snow, starts rolling, getting bigger, and then you're like, oh no! That's what's happening, Matt Pizza. The snowball's starting to roll down the hill, Matt Pizza.
It's rolling and rolling, just like Convey's rolling down bot side, looking to get something happening. As it is an Ocean Drake. What were our predictions? I might have forgotten them already. I'm not
You
gonna
said
lie.
Ocean, and I ended
Oh.
up saying Cloud.
Loud. Yeah.
Yes, here we go. We're
Cat.
looking at the box
Ooh,
side. That's
that was a good
Flash.
catch.
Does get out of that one alive, Matt Pizza. So, my question for you, Matt Pizza.
Yeah.
Does Project Iconic win a game in this series? Or do you think it's the 3-0 sweep?
I think it's the 3-stock clutch. I don't think Project Kinetic is able to take a game because there's already like almost a 1k goal gap, and it's only been 7 minutes clutch. There have only been 4 kills in this game, and all of the kills were because TD Aftermath were the ones that force something, right? And we're not saying that Project Kinetic doesn't force, but when they do force, it's not as clean as when TD Aftermath forces. Right? We've seen in game 1 when they try to go for these fights, they just don't expect the rotates. They don't expect other people to show up and turn the fight. But that's exactly what's happening.
Here we
Clutch.
go. That's going to be the fight going down. That's going to be the ultimate from the Ziggs. Shy Winter's running forward, trying to go on a Convey. They're looking on a counter. He has the flash available. Exhaust is going to be burned. Now, Daltolo going to be running away. Fat Jester is running forward. Will he be able to find a kill? Traded 1-for-1. Ikazuchi is on a killing spree for the side of TDA. It's 5-2. They're looking to dive this one. They're looking to go on a Shy Winter. The flash is now used. Convey gets condemned back into the tower, and Shy Winter finds himself another kill, Matt Pizza.
Yeah, maybe they can turn it around. That was a very, very greedy dive by Convey. I thought he had his passive up or something, but no, he just wanted to go. He just saw the vein and was like, yeah, I want you dead. And as Shawinter is actually putting in a good amount of damage, as Ikazuchi might have stepped too far off.
Yeah, Ikazuchi maybe steps a little bit too far forward. All he needs is a couple more autos, but that exhaust is going to be massive. Shy Winter, that's another shutdown going over to a Matt Pizza. 2-1-2 on this vein.
And he's starting to become a menace clutch. Do you think that Shy Winter on the vein is gonna be able to play the game? I guess I should say, because we talked about this when we saw the team comp when they were drafting. The bounce house, they have the Nautilus, they have the Zac, they have the Ziggs, Kaisa, and Kill. There's so much damage, so much CC log. It's hard to play the game as an ADC, as a very squishy ADC and a low range ADC. As a matter of fact, you have to play it so well. Do you think he's gonna be in that position with the way the game's going? Do you think if he gets his immortal shield, but do you think it's gonna be enough for him to live?
I think he is going to need maybe 3 items before he's, maybe I'd say 2 to 3 before he can really take over the game. And the problem that I have is is he going to be able to get that before the game's over? Right? Is he going to be able to get those items where the game is close enough where he can make an impact? Or is the game just going to fall apart and TDA is going to get ahead again? And no matter what he does, it's just not going to matter. That's what I'm kind of thinking about, because if he's able to get 3 items and the game is close, I think Project Iconic, it'll be their best chance they have at winning a game. If he gets 3 items but the game's over, yeah, I don't think it's gonna, I don't think anything's going to happen there, Matt Pizza.
I do think you have a point there, Clutch. If it is a close game, then the Vayne definitely makes a difference with the front line, with the Trundle being there, with the Morgana and the Karma being able to peel and protect the Vayne to a certain degree. They might be able to do stuff. As topside, we have a fight breaking out.
The fight going to be breaking out. That's TDA going to be going forward. Daltolo looking on to Buckby potentially. Now Vanakali is taking up 2 people, and he's doing a great job. That's Daltolo flashing forward, using the ultimate, looking on to the Zac. Zac now going to get the KO ult shut down in the bot lane for Ikazuchi. Vanakali going to be flashing away. TD Dillon trying to run after Vanakali. It's a double kill in the bot lane for Ikazuchi. Now Daltolo, he has to run away. He used the flash already. Will he be able to get out is the question. It looks like the answer is yes, but 2 kills in that bot lane. This is a 5-1 Kaisa, Matt Pizza.
And Kaisa might be just taking over the bot. Clutch, I didn't realize this, but the Kaisa does actually have lethal tempo instead of the more traditional Halo blades that we see on Kaisa, right? Is he going a AD build? Because I don't actually know.
Yeah, he goes AP. Well, or AD, did you say?
AD, yeah, because he has lethal tempo. So Would he not want to do something like, I don't know, Manamune, Kraken Slayer or
I
something
don't
like
know.
that?
Don't ask me. It's Ikazuchi, dude. The guy's 5-1-1.
Okay, I
Probably
guess
plays
that's fair.
ADC better than I do, so I
I
can't
guess it
answer
is
that.
game 3. It's his game. He can do whatever he wants. He's 5-1-1, so I guess I can't talk about him as TD Dylan. He buys his plane ticket, Clutch. He doesn't want to go to Brazil. He'd rather stay wherever home is. You know, not his
The ticket to Worlds.
the ticket to Worlds. The QSS comes out, Clutch, and you know, items are already being completed on the side of TD Aftermath. They have the Iceborne completed on the side as Dylan's getting run down.
Looking on to
No.
TD Dylan. He's trying to get under that tower. He will be able to just walk that one out. Doesn't go down. TDA in this game now 2K ahead. They're looking for this dragon map pizza. This would be the first strike of the game, as none of the other dragons were taken. Now, don't be the Cloud second. Otherwise, I will get political. Okay, well.
It is Cloud second. It's. Oh, Shellwinter with a nice dodge.
I'm
That is,
gonna...
oh my god, Talco Cat.
Listen. He's a man of the people, Matt Pizza, all right?
This is the
Don't-
man of the people.
Yeah, as this game, you know, I feel like early game always goes to the side of TDA, just like, you know, barely. And then, like, one fight happens, and then TDA just, like, open up the game, and the game's over.
Yeah. It just seems like obviously I wasn't here game 2, so don't exactly. Oh, we're diving. Never mind. I'm gonna hold on.
Yeah, we're looking into the bot lane. We're going to be going on to Shy Winter. That's a double kill. One does fall, though. Ikazuchi, very, very low. Banakali is there, has the ultimate. Doesn't have the flash, though. He should be able to just pull back the Nautilus and kill the Nautilus, to be honest. Has the ultimate. I'm just waiting to see when he's going to use it. Oh, no.
Oh, wait a minute, Ikazuchi.
Oh, no, Ikazuchi. Oh, he's going to be going down. That's a shutdown. Oh, look at that. Nautilus gets out and Kaisa dies.
Yeah, you know, now this is the real kill. The 7-1 Kaisa? What? No. Oh, Dylan just railing on counters right now. And he just gets out just like that. And look, I do want to mention that this game, Bugby isn't, like, he hasn't solo killed the follow yet, right? Like, from all the previous games, and I assume game number 2, like, he has been playing a very good, oh, I'm gonna have to hold out as Dylan's getting ganked by Talco Cat and Connor.
Yeah, now potentially a gank coming through. Now the gank's gonna be coming through. They're looking on to TD Dylan. He has to use the ultimate. Doesn't have the flash counter. Gonna be flashing forward. Are they gonna be able to kill TD Dylan? The answer is yes. It's going to go to the karma though. But a kill is a kill. You take those in. I feel like Project Iconic, this is the best they've played the entire series. The game is very, very close. They're actually probably going to be ahead. And yeah, I feel like Project Iconic, this is the best they've played the entire series. The problem is Ikazuchi's 7-2 on Kaisa, and I'm a little scared because this guy might just like start one-tapping people, and that's gonna be a little scary, Matt Pizza.
You might also have the Kaisa syndrome though, Clutch. You gotta keep in mind, when you see the kill instinct angle into all 5 people, you know you have to take it.
Matt
Oh my
Pizza.
God.
Are you
Yeah.
sure you take that?
Of course. Why would you not take that? You gotta make the highlight. It's game number 3, potentially the last game of EGL. You gotta go down in EGL history as.
Oh, here we go. That's the flat forward from Taco Cat looking on to Shy Winter. All he needs is one more auto. He's able to trade it back. It's a 1-for-1. Everything burning the bottom side now. TD Dylan hitting this tower, but doesn't know that counter is nearby. TD Dylan has to pull off a 2v1 looking on to Taco Cat. Taco Cat gonna be taking damage, but that's the Mantra W gonna be coming out. TD Dylan doesn't get rooted up, but has nowhere to go. Doesn't have the ult, doesn't have the flash. That's gonna be him falling. Counter able to pick up the kill. Now they're looking at the mid lane, potentially on the Dalthola, but he's just able to walk that one out, Matt Pizza.
Yeah, and no, TD Dylan and Ikazuchi playing so disrespectfully against Project Iconic. You know, the first 2 games they were just like, oh, we won, we don't need to care as much as this game. But Clutch, all of a sudden, Project Iconic, they have a small gold lead. They're starting to amass a good gold lead for themselves. And even though Ikazuchi is 8-3, he still isn't able to fully 1v2 the Vayne and Karma. And with the follow. Oh, the spell
Almost
shield.
goes down. That was really, really close, but able to just walk out of that one, Matt Pizza.
As Ikazuchi just wants to fight this. I guess he's just gonna settle with the farm. After he got pillared, he was just like, no thank you. Oh, Shot Winter!
in the mid lane gets caught. Look at the Zac coming out of nowhere, but the shield keeps him alive. Are they going to be able to kill Shy Winter? That's the flash forward. Fat Jester able to pick up the kill. Now Taco Cat has to run away, but here we Banakali going to be coming in onto Buckby. Buckby going to get pulled back, going to be taking damage, will be going down. Most likely, no flash, no way to get out. He is going to fall. Now Banakali walking forward, trying to get this Nautilus, trying to kill him. Nautilus misses the hook. Will he be able to live this one, though? That's the pull back. Yes, Nautilus will be going down. Yes, does finally fall. Banakali able to pick up another kill. Meanwhile, on the bot side, Ikazuchi falls, and Project Iconic potentially looking at a Game 3 win. Now, Convey going to get caught. He's going to get pulled back. He's going to get put in the passive. They have the damage. They will be able to take him down. Another kill going to the side of Project Iconic. Map Pizza, it's falling apart.
It's as Clutch Project Conic actually have a kill lead now. They have a 1k gold lead as well. And, you know, it just seems like, to me, it just seems like TD Aftermath are playing so disrespectfully. Ikazuchi was what, 1v1ing the Trundle? Like, sure, you're an AC, but you still gotta realize it's a troll. If he gets onto you, it's gonna be hard to kill him. And, you know, Project Conic, like you were saying, they're looking really competitive in this game, right? They actually have gold, they have items, and one misstep from TD Aftermath, like, or I should say, misstep after misstep from TD Aftermath, they're giving the gold over to Project Iconic, but now Project Iconic, they're in the driver's seat. If they mess up, all that gold is going to go straight back into TD Aftermath, and they're going to be in charge. And Clutch, from the last 2 games, we know what happens when TD Aftermath is in charge.
Yeah, we're going to have to see how this one's going to go. Project Iconic are ahead 2K. We're going to have to watch this fight, though. TP is available, or not actually available for the kill, so this is going to be a 4v4. The Dragon actually goes over to Project Iconic. Convey doesn't smite, and now Banakali is walking forward. TD Dillon is going to be going down. The Fat Jester is going to be walking away. Convey, he's going to be going down as well. Map Pizza, it's falling apart. TDA up 2-0. They're starting to show signs of weakness, and they lose the Dragon to the Morgana pool.
Clutch, do you hear that? Do you hear that in background? Is that I think it's saying reverse sweep. I think it's saying Project that kind of reverse sweep. The plot armor thickens. You know, if Project kind of are able to take a game off of TD Aftermath, it'll be huge. They're gonna end their undefeated killing spree through the playoffs, and put a dent in TD Aftermath's perfect record so far. So it'll be huge. And who knows, with that done, the mentals might go boom, and Project Akane might actually just end up winning the game, as Ikazuchi barely dodges the Mordekaiser EQ.
Man, Pizza, look, it's Cloud Soul.
It's so doomed.
No, man, Pizza. It's a joke. It's Hextech, but it's bugged, so it shows Cloud Drake. It's Cloud Soul.
I win. I'll be honest, I
rigged
didn't
the
even
script.
notice.
I rigged the script. I'm scripting.
Okay.
I had to make sure we won one. So, you know, I had to make sure it was the Cloud Soul, you know?
Of course.
Got to show in the corner so that we can finally win something, all right? But back to the game, yeah, it's a 2K lead for the side of Project Iconic. Obviously, you know, the Vayne actually isn't ahead, but the rest of the team is this time. So,
yeah.
The rest of the team playing very well, and this one is counter walking forward. That's Buckby having to flash away from the bind. If he's caught by that one, maybe he does go down. Now, Banakali in that bottom side going to be ulting Ikazuchi. Ikazuchi doesn't have the ultimate, doesn't have anything. That's going to be exhaust coming down, though. Maybe it's enough. Maybe it's enough to take down Banakali, but he doesn't have the flash, doesn't have the ult. He will fall. Banakali taking down Ikazuchi. And the problem with the side of TDA, Ikazuchi has all their gold. So if he dies, it's going to be very, very hard for the side of TDA to win a fight. That's the root coming down. Now the Fat Jets are going to be going in. Those are going to be the huge knockouts coming through. The Inferno Bomb comes down. Daltho able to find one. Daltho able to find two. Will he be able to find three is the question. Morgana root does not land, and that's going to be the tower falling. Project Iconic take the tower. They also take bot tower, and they're starting to pull ahead in the game, Matt Pizza.
Yeah, and with fight after fight, Clutch, with Ikazuchi being in the bot lane, trying to go for these 1v1s when he really should be with the team, he's giving gold over. Ikazuchi, who was 1.7-1, is now 8-5, and Project Iconic are pulling ahead. The mid laner, Follow, after having two, like, not so okay games, right? Game 1, he wasn't doing the best. He was getting solo killed by Buckby, and Game 2 also wasn't doing the best on Malzahar, right? He ended 1-6. But Game 3, he's telling Buckby, no, this ends here right now. Pulls out the Morgana, 5-0 on the Morgana, doing so much damage as well. And not to mention, Banakali is having a phenomenal game number 3 as well. 3-1 on the Mordekaiser. And with so much gold on these two champions, like we just saw, that if you're a TD Aftermath fan, you gotta figure out ways to like get that gold back into your pockets. So far, Kaisa has her 2 items, right? As Ikazuchi's just going for it.
Ikazuchi's walking forward, bunch of damage down onto Diatholo. You know, Ikazuchi is very strong in this game. He's going in on the Diatholo, not able to find the kill though. He's now going to be walking away from that when he does have 2 items. Has the Nash's Tooth, has the Manamune. That's going to be doing a bunch of damage. As now Counter going to be walking forward onto TD Dillon. That's TD Dillon going to have to use the ult. He doesn't have the flash. The fight's going to be going down. Mega Inferno Bomb onto the back line. Now Fat Jester's going to be going in. Got to watch Ikazuchi in this fight. He's able to find one. He's now looking on the counter. If he can stay alive, it would be huge. Shy Winter's flashing forward. This is going to be an ace for the side of Project Iconic. Just when you thought the plot armor wasn't enough, they look like they're going to take a game 3, force a game 4. Dragon to be spawning in a minute, but Baron is up. Matt Pizza.
You know, TD Aftermath might have played with their food a bit too much as we look at this fight, right? Ikazuchi just out there tanks some Karma RQ and get her help out of his chunk. Dylan mispositioned, right? He burns his ulti, tries to live as long as he can. You know, Banakali in the backline, running Bugby. Bugby just can't get out of Brazil. Once Bugby falls, everyone's just like, oh no, there's a Mordekaiser behind us, and unfortunately they can't do anything about it. It's too much damage, and their Project Iconic is just able to clean up. Now the Vayne is unlocked. The Vayne has the Ginsus, has the Immortal Shield Bow, 2 items on the Vayne, almost 3 items on the Mordekaiser. And if you're a TD Aftermath fan, you gotta figure out a way to get back into this game. Otherwise, Project Iconic are gonna hand you your first loss and will force you to go to a game number 3.
Yeah, game 3 potentially on the table. Now TDA are down 7k. They're gonna have to find a way back into this one. Obviously Ikazuchi is very, very strong, so there is a way for the side of TDA to come back. But with the Dragon probably going over to the side of Project Iconic, I don't think TDA is going to contest this one. Now Kale level 12. If Kale can get to that 16 mark, then they have a chance. Despite the gold being disgustingly in the favor of Project Iconic, they have a chance. Now, Project Iconic definitely is favored in this one. There's no doubt that you would not say, that you have to say that this team is favored. Now with the Baron pushing down that bottom lane, looks like the side of TDA just trying to get objective bounties. And I mean, it is potentially a way back in the game. You get those objective bounties, you can come back, but eventually they're going to have to match that bottom wave that is being pushed in right now, Matt Pizza.
And by only sending Bugby might just die if Connor just runs at him. But one thing I do want to mention, Clutch, although TD Aftermath is down a significant amount of gold, they do have a Kale, they do have a Ziggs, and they do have a Kaisa. They have some pretty heavy scaling picks in them.
Oh, that's going to be the ult coming down onto Ikazuchi. He's going to use the exhaust, has the ultimate. If he can use it to dodge the slam down on the Q, he can win this one. Nice dodge from Ikazuchi.
Okay.
Stays alive and gets the shutdown. Really well played from Ikazuchi. Able to dodge out on the Q from the Mordekaiser. Gets the shutdown. Good exhaust coming through too. Now 10 kills on this Kaisa. So he is very, very strong. The side of TDA, the way they win this one is they need to get Kale to get 16, and they need Ikazuchi to, hard carry these fights. He now has 3 items, though, so he is very, very strong, Matt Pizza.
He needs hard carry, and his team needs to make sure that that he doesn't die, right? They do have the kill ulti available, and Ikazuchi desperately needs his plane ticket. He does not want to be stuck in Brazil, Clutch. As nice as it is, he does not want to be there and die when he has almost all of the team's gold, right? And Kale is almost level 14, almost like a quarter way into level 13, but she's almost there, right, Clutch? Like, once you hit 16, it's going to be a different game. Kale's going to be able to do so much damage. She's going to get an extra 100 range on her autos. Like, she'll be dishing out a lot of damage, especially going to ADE build, right? So, we just got to see. We just got to wait and hope that TD Aftermath is able to stall this game out, right? And they will be able to turn the tides, but the question is, will Project Iconic be able to close out the game before then, or will TD Aftermath lose, or will TD Aftermath be able to stall?
Yeah, we're gonna have to see for sure. How this one is going at 2 minutes and 40 seconds until that dragon spawns. Side of TDA, if they just are able to, stall this one out And Ikazuchi's able to get that damage done in fights. He's got a lot to dodge out on, so it's going to be a little bit difficult for Ikazuchi as the Leandries is going to burn.
It's ticking, Clutch. Tick, tick, tick.
Yeah, he loses half his HP to the Morgana W and the Leandries combo coming through as Shy Winter is going to take some damage. So definitely for the side of Project Iconic, in the driver's seat, TDA, they have to find a way to stall out this game. They don't really need to contest this next dragon, but the Baron, they probably do, right? If that Baron goes over, it's going to be a little bit of a disaster. KO level 14, so is scaling in this one. For sure, going to have to see how this game is going to go, Matt Pizza. Now, if you are the side of Project Iconic, how do you win this one? Do you just say, like, hey, we're just going to team fight and we'll win through that, or what?
That's kind of risky, Clutch, because I'll be honest, most of the times we see Project Iconic team fighting, right? Going off of basing it off of game 1, game 2, that their team fighting hasn't been necessarily the cleanest, right? Like, sure, game 1 and game 2, the other team was ahead, but even so, when they were taking fights that they themselves started, it most of the time gets turned. So I'm kind of hesitant to say that a straight out 5v5 team fight would go well for Project Iconic, even with this gold lead, right? Even with how far they're ahead. Just as the fact that TD Aftermath, they're pretty good at team fighting. They're pretty good at focusing on the champions that they need to. Needless to say that if they do get a pick, that changes things. If Project Iconic gets a pick, it's a lot easier, and I just think the team fighting gets a lot better, just because it's numbers advantage, and TD Aftermath loses a member.
Yeah, we'll have to see how that one is going to go. Now, 45 seconds until this dragon is going to be spawning. Baron up in 50. See how this is going to go. Now, obviously, I feel like if either team wins the team fight cleanly enough, they might just be able to end that pizza. Like, they might just be able to run it down and end the game. If it's cleanly enough. Like, if they just ace them as... Oh, that's going to be the root, actually. It's going to land. It's going to go on to Ikazuchi. He's going to get bursted. He's very, very low. He's ticking down from Leandries. He will stay alive, though. But the team fight is going to the side of Project Iconic. They're just fighting front to back. That's 2 already down on the side of TDA. And now Ikazuchi has to run away. TD Dylan also running away. Ikazuchi steps back. Will go down. Shut down to the Vayne. That's going to be a double kill. 2 Shy Winter. It's 4 dead. They have a wave in the bottom side, Matt Pizza. I think this is going to be the game.
I think this is going to be game clutch. This the first defeat TD Aftermath is going to gain, and it is to the hands of Project Iconic. The Dark Horses end up playoffs bracket, making it all the way to the grand finals. Will they be able to close this game out? Death timer's still too long. Only Bugby's up in 10 seconds. But clutch, it is too little, too late. Fat Jester can't do anything against the Mordekaiser, against the team of Project Iconic. And with that, the first game in Project Iconic's comeback is secured.
Yeah, Project Iconic taking that one does end the streak to the side of TDA. You know, the undefeated playoff run is now over. They still got, 2 games to win. So, like, it's not the end of the world. I feel like they're fine. They're like, all right, guys, let's just wrap this one up in the next game. But the side of Project Iconic winning that one, maybe they've got some momentum. They start to, pick up some steam and really come online in the series. But if you are the side of TD Aftermath, you're probably like, all right, guys, let's just chill, calm down, and let's take game number 4. Matt Pizza, anything you got to say before we are going to head to a short break?
No, it was a really good game from the side of Project Iconic, really showing us what they're capable of. And the plot armor thickens clutch 1-2 more games, and they might actually win the EGL. Who knows? Hopium, I guess. But other than that, I don't.
All right. Well, with that, we're going to go to a short break. When we come back, game 4 action between Project Iconic and TD Aftermath. We'll see you there.
That I made by myself, and I always do the wrong thing. I'm unstable and I'm unsteady. I've lost a million times already. I'm so sorry, but I'm not able to slow down. I feel unable and so unworthy. My heart feels heavy. I've lost already, and I'm so sorry, but I'm not able to slow down. Now, please help me see the things that I don't understand. I'm doing the best that I can right now, but it's never enough. I'm not even ready to slow down. Just slow down. just wanna have some fun, yeah. I don't wanna fall in love. I just wanna have some fun. I don't wanna fall in love, 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 fall in love. I don't wanna 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 fall in love. Just wanna have some fun. Yeah. I don't wanna fall in love. I just wanna have some fun, yeah.
All right, hello everyone, and welcome back. Game 4 draft is now underway. TD Aftermath on the blue side, Project Iconic on the red side. I've seen a pattern that blue side seems to win almost every game because I swear blue side has a higher win rate than red side in EDL and EGL. So TD Aftermath on the blue side, Project Iconic, they've got to find a way most likely to win 2 on the red side, because if they don't, their series is over, right? Like their season's over. I mean, you have to win these next 2. You're on match point yet again. So they're going to have to find a way. TD Aftermath on the blue side, though. Obviously, losing team has the side selection. So TD Aftermath, I think, feeling good about this one being on that blue side, as now that's going to be the Kane going to be hovered for Convey. We've seen him play this a couple of times in EGL. So maybe, they decide, hey, just give Convey his pick right early on and just let him kind of pop off in this one. So we'll have to see if that's what they're going to say, or if there's any, priority pick that they want to take away from the side of Project Iconic. As Kane is still being hovered, they're really thinking about this one. They're saying, all right, when that's going to be the Shen possibly picked up with the Mordekaiser banned. We'll have to see what the answer into the Shen is going to be, Matt Pizza.
Yeah, Coach, I actually didn't, we didn't go with the bans, but TD Aftermath, they're sticking with the same bans. They are decided to ban away the Zillion Victor Akali. Project kind of switching up the bans a little bit this time. They're banning away the Nocturne, no B1 Nocturne for the side of TD Aftermath. Taking away the Mordekaiser and the Corki. TD Aftermath, like you said, in response to that, picked up the Shen. And Clutch, I'm going to say it right now, that is going to be a Lilia top lane. I can see it. As TD Project kind of... sorry, Project kind of picking up the value. Oh, never mind.
Morgana!
That's a lot of
very
AP.
good. Yeah, Lilia is now going to be locked in. Obviously can go jungle, can also go top. We've seen, or no, we haven't seen, but I've seen Lilia top, kind of abuse that melee matchup and kind of go like bruiser tank in the top lane, obviously like bruiser tank AP. So maybe we see the Kane locked in and the Ori for the side of TD Aftermath. Now, obviously Morgana can go support, but we did just see Daltolo played in the mid lane, so maybe he just says, all right, I'm just going to run it back in the mid lane, Matt Pizza.
Yeah, and I mean, he had a pretty good pretty good game on the Morgana. He went, what, like 7-0 or something? He was undefeated. So he had a pretty good showing on the Morgana, so I assume he would want to run it back on that. And Project they have a lot of AP, which is the only thing that I'm kind of worried about. Granted, the ADC is up and, could turn the tides on that. But regardless, TD Aftermath, they're looking to pick up the Shen, Kane, Orianna, and to me, that seems like a go-in comp, right? We have Kane with the ball going in, Orianna ball. So I would assume that we see maybe something like, possibly you could see a Samira. I feel like Samira wouldn't be bad. Ikazuchi on Samira did have a spectacular performance on that game number 2. And yeah, but TD Aftermath taking away the Zaya and Project Kenny taking away the Kaisa. We'll probably see honestly, we'll probably see like a Samira ban here.
Yeah, we have to see. And there's the Samira ban. Matt Pizza's a bunch of ADCs. There are 4 ADCs off the table: Kaisa, Samira, Zaya, Ezreal. Now, Zeri's left open, and I know Shy Winter likes Zeri. I don't know if he's gonna pick it, but he does like playing a lot of Zeri. That I feel like that's his strongest pick with the Ezreal, with the Zaya. Now maybe, you know, he did just play Vayne. He showed us that, you know, he can play other stuff. So maybe he's got something unique for this game. So we'll have to see what he is going to lock in. And the Varus is going to be the pickup for the side of Project Iconic.
Varus is a very interesting ADC clutch. We don't really see too much of him. Now, we don't know if that's going to be a AD or attack speed Varus or a crit Varus. So don't exactly know what Project Iconic's ADC wants to do with him. As TD Aftermath, they want this Zeri. They're like, oh, 2022 champion, give me that. It'll be busted, and they're pairing it with a Lulu.
Yeah, that's going to be the Zeri and the Lulu coming through from the side of TD Aftermath. And we'll have to see what Project Iconic, you know, is this Morgana going to be going mid, right? Or is it going to be going support? You know, what are they going to pick with this Varus is the real question. So we'll have to see. You know, they've obviously 5 seconds basically until we're going to see this pick for the side of Project Iconic. What is it going to be, Matt Pizza?
R5. What is it going to be? It's
the
the support.
It's going to be Varus Nautilus bot lane, which is a very, you know, obviously a very aggressive bot lane. Once they hit level 6, lots of CC coming through from the side of Project Iconic. TD Aftermath going to be running the Zeri Lulu. Now, the thing with Zeri is her laning is she's probably the worst laning ADC in the game. Like, her laning is really bad. But if you're able to get out of lane and get items, like Zeri can 1v9 a game. And Ikazuchi,
as Clutch is dying. But I'll pick it up as I'm probably going to assume what he's saying is that Ikazuchi is an aggressive ADC, right? And that paired with the fact that Zeri Lulu's there could potentially help them get ahead. Is that what you were going to say, since you're back now?
My mic just like died.
Yeah.
When I moved my mic, I unplugged one of the cables, so it just cut me out. What I was going to say is that obviously Zeri has a bad laning phase, and the side from TD Aftermath, Ikazuchi is a really aggressive AD, and I'm afraid that, like, you know, maybe if he tries these really aggressive plays, especially on Zeri, it might, you know, he might not have the damage since Zeri early on isn't very strong. However, if he's able to find a lead, it's doomed for Project Iconic's bot lane. Like, this bot lane is the lane that you need to get ahead. They are, you know, they're going to be playing to get ahead, and if they mess up or they fall behind, Zeri's going to take over the game and absolutely 1v9. And Ikazuchi is the 1v9 player. He definitely for sure can 1v9 a game. So we'll have to see how that one's going to go. Matt Pizza, Drake predictions before we're going to head to a break.
Hey, predictions. Let's go with we got to get one of these right somehow. Let's go. I'm going to go with the Mountain.
Cloud, running it back. You know me,
back.
Matt Pizza, I'm running it back.
Okay,
right.
Salty run back.
Of course. All right. We're going to go to a short break, but when we come back, game 4 action between TD Aftermath and Project Iconic. We'll see you there.
Just wanna have some fun. I don't wanna fall in love. I just wanna have some fun, yeah. I don't wanna fall in love, 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 fall in love. I don't wanna fall in love. behind my eyes. You stood out 'cause you were in red. Then, against my intentions, I let you turn me violet instead. Summer high, met you in August. New York, back to my cold apartment. Distance sucks, but at least I'm still with you. White out skies, middle November. You and I, flights to wherever. I don't mind, as long as it's with you. As long as it's with you. At the festival that we met at, where you were just a face in a crowd. And now I can't imagine me with anybody else. As we close out the night underneath the lilac sky. Summer high, met you in August. New York, back to my cold apartment. Distance sucks, but at least I'm still with you. White out skies, middle November. You and I, flights to wherever. I don't mind, as long as it's with you. As long as it's with you. As long as it's with you. As long as it's with you.
All right, hello everyone, and welcome back to Game 4 action. TD Aftermath taking on Project Iconic. TD Aftermath just one game away from clinching the finals. Project Iconic looking to make this one a series. Try to give the fans something, something to think about is, oh, map it's a 5v5.
It's reversed. Oh, wait a minute,
It's
Clutch.
5v5 level 1.
Flip the game. We're flipping it.
All right, here we go. Taco Cat, he's going to walk in. The taunt, it's on the 2. Oh, it's a disaster so far. It looks like for the side of Project Iconic, Root is going to come through. There's one down. The heal is used. And after all that, it's only one kill going over. But still, that kill goes to Ikazuchi. I thought we were going to see like a 5v5 brawl. I was like, oh.
We were hyping it up. We thought, it's gonna be like 2 kills for the side of TDA, 3 kills for the side of Project Iconic. Bloodfest. Nah, it's just, oh, the support died. Okay, we just run away now. Thank you very much for your time. But, Clutch, Dafala doesn't have his flash. He is flashless. And Shawito did burn his heal as well. Granted, the Fat also burned the heal, but TD Aftermath, they got the kill onto the Zeri, and we did talk about this. If the Zeri is able to get ahead, it's gonna be a menace in team fights.
Yeah, obviously, if Zeri can't get ahead, going to be absolutely disgusting in team fights. Most likely going to be going either Immortal Shield Bow ER or Kraken ER, because that's kind of what she does now. But we'll have to see. TDA getting an early lead. Ikazuchi going to have that one. We know how good Ikazuchi is. I mean, he's having a fantastic series. So giving himself an early lead. It's going to be really, really big for the side. If you are a TDA fan, that's the hook landing onto Ikazuchi, though. He's going to be taking damage. Fat Jester trying to auto back, but again, I mean, Zeri does have a little bit weaker laning phase. Now, the longsword does definitely help out. Helps her out in the lane, but still, a bit of a weak laning phase is Convey. He's already here, Matt Pizza.
Oh, I've seen this one, Clutch.
Oh, they're looking on to Shy Winter. Level 2 has just been acquired, though. That's the flash being burned. Taco Cat, he has flash available with that aftershock. That Jester walking forward, but Convey able to pick up the kill. It's 2 for 0 already for the side of TDA, Matt Pizza.
And Clutch, it seems, when we saw Convey on Kane, I expected him to, power farm. That's what we've seen last time. Power farm, get ahead, and then carry his team like that. But this time he actually decided to gank bot because of how far pushed up they were, giving another kill over the side of TDA. It's been almost 3 minutes. TDA already has a 1k gold lead. They're not joking around, Clutch. They're like, okay, haha, Project Connect, that was cool. You guys gotta win. We're gonna take you guys seriously. We're gonna end the game. We want to go to bed.
We want to go to bed.
Wait a minute, Fat Jester just.
Yeah, welcome
Wait.
to Lulu, by the way. Oh, really, really close, but now Fat Jester going to get hooked. That's damage coming through. Shy Winter able to find the kill. Kazuchi cleanse, flashes away. Taco Cat flashes forward. Is he going to be able to get the kill? The answer is yes. Oh, a difference of like 10 HP, Matt Pizza, is a 2 for 0 for the side of Project Iconic.
And Project Connect's bot lane just say, you know what? You guys might be trying this time, but so are we. We're not holding back. And they just go for it. I mean, I thought Shy Winter was gonna die. I think if Fat Jester just flashed autoed once more, he was dead. But fortunately, that's not the case. As now we're back to a little bit of waiting. No one's in the bot lane. Nothing's happening. That's a lie. Kane is now ganking in the top side.
Yeah, they're going to be looking on to Banakali potentially. Banakali does have the flash available. Kane now showing up here, and they're going to be looking on to Banakali. That's Banakali going to be trying to get out of that one. That's the W coming through. Getting more damage on Banakali, but they're not able to find the kill as he has to burn the flash, but Kane also did, and Banakali able to walk out. And that one, a live counter now on the top side, though, Matt Pizza.
Oh, we did forget to mention this, Clutch, but Kane Convey is running the first strike. We're probably going to be seeing a blue Kane game this time, as TD Dillon needs to be careful. He might just get...
He doesn't care.
He
He's a
doesn't care.
beast. All right, well, here we go. That's counter going to be walking in. TD Dillon does have the taunt, has to use that flashes away. Will it be able to get out? Counter flashing forward. Oh! Remember when I said the difference of like 10 HP?
Oh!
Banakali! The bowling master. That's a perfect 300 right there.
It is a perfect 300. A difference of 10
my
HP
God.
covered by a massive bowling ball. How was it? Yeah, Clutch. I mean, you take it away. What were you gonna say? Difference of 10 HP between the kill.
I was like, Matt Pizza. I was like, there's no way. Now TD gets away, and then the bowling ball comes in right down the alley, Matt Pizza, and then it ends up hitting the pins. It's a strike, Matt Pizza.
A strike it is. Clutch's Conway is looking to do something in the bot side.
Yeah, maybe something
guess it's
happens
not.
down here, but it looks like nothing is going to happen in that one. Now in the mid lane, Buckby. Level 6 for Daltholo. He doesn't actually have any mana, so Buckby just going to be able to walk out of that. Now Convey is actually here. No mana really available, but I think it should be fine for Daltholo. Can really just walk out of that one. The root comes through onto Convey. One thing to keep in mind is Convey, like, obviously these ganks, one of them's worked out, but the other ones really aren't. But he's getting stacks. So, like,
Yeah.
even though he's, showing up, maybe not getting anything, he's getting stacks, which is absolutely massive for transformation for the Kane, who's going to be going blue Kane in this game, most likely with the first strike and just how the build's looking already. Most likely going to be going that blue Kane. And Matt Pizza, here's the pop-off pick. You go to blue Kane, you run in, you just one-shot someone, and there's no counterpoint. So definitely, I'm looking forward to that.
And if you're a Project Iconic fan, right? After game one, you're kind of like, oh wait, hold on a second, Project Iconic, they might actually have this. And with, oh my god, I feel bad for TD Dillon. Look, it's so unfun to play into Lilia, but if you're a Project Iconic, right, you're gonna be looking to have the same success that you had game one. Like Dafolo in the mid lane already has a 10 CS gap for himself, and he's starting to get ahead, right? And we see that Convey is the front line that Project Iconic needs. Now the question is, are they going to be able to deal with the Kane? Like you were saying, Clutch, the Kane's going to come in, try to one-shot the Dafolo, Shy Winter, and or Banakali. And the only ones he really can one-shot are the two tanks for the side of Project Iconic. As he's looking to gank Dafolo yet again.
Gonna get the stacks.
The stacks, Clutch, as
That's
Dragon's
stacks.
just being started.
Yeah, Dragon being started from the side of Project Iconic. The Fat Jester will show up. Maybe it's just a little bit too late, though, as that's going to be the root landing onto Convey. Smite is available, and the Dragon will go over. Maybe we see the fight after, as though counter is going to be going in. They're going to be looking onto the Lulu. That's going to be the stand United use from the Fat Jester. Going to be looking to potentially go in. TD Dillon doesn't have the flash, doesn't have the taunt. They're not able to find anything. Buckby trying to flash over the wall. Unfortunately, does not work out for him. Good attempt from him, and Convey really looking for this blue buff. However, Lilia kind of on that top side now, making her way down here. So, I mean, the dragon goes over to the side of Project Iconic. Fortunately enough for TDA, they actually don't lose much since Banakali actually ended up walking down. So they don't really lose too much in that fight. When I saw the Lulu flash, I thought Lulu was gonna like flash in for the Shen, and I was like, okay, we're in.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna see
that
something
didn't
as
happen, so
Buckby.
the Doubtful are gonna be taking damage. The root gonna be coming down though on to Buckby, so he's not able to continue that one. As you know, I mean, Ikazuchi. 1-1-1, but look at that CS lead he's got for himself in that bot lane. Despite the kills going in favor of Project Iconic, they actually have a little bit of a lead in this game. 8 minutes in though, gold is pretty close as Konbei and Ikazuchi at the top gold-wise. Got a lot of gold in this game, man, Pizza.
Yeah, and because you're talking about the CS gap between the bot lane, but we also gotta talk about the CS gap in the mid lane, right? To say Buckby is down like 14 CS right now as well, so it kind of evens out for the side of for both of the teams. Whereas we see the Kayn does have the Shadow Assassin form now, and he's probably gonna be looking to kill some people clutch. He only has 1 kill. He doesn't like that. He wants to kill, and kill. Now the question is, who is his target going to be? He has the ult coming up. Morgana's most likely going to be back, but Lilia looks like a prime target.
Yeah, now Convey. Blue Kayn map pizza already. 9 minutes in. Convey is going to go crazy. He's going to be doing a lot of damage, especially once he gets those items. And, once Kayn gets those items and really starts to come online, 1W will do half your HP bar. It will absolutely shred you. It's a little bit scary. As Convey in this one, he's already level 7. He's already got a level lead on counter. And if he's able to continue that, continue farming, continue getting that lead, continue to, go into these lanes, he's level 8 map pizza and counter's level 6.
Yeah.
So there's already a big level lead in the jungle. And if Convey is able to use this lead, I think he's going to be able to help his team secure the victory in this one.
I agree, Clutch. If Convey is able to become a menace, right? Then just like that.
There you go. He's already a menace. Shows up to the top lane. Oh no, Ikazuchi, nice cleanse coming through. Able to get out of that one. That's gonna be counter using the ultimate polymorph. Gonna be coming down now. The Fat Jester does have the ult. Doesn't matter though. I believe they're gonna be going down. No flash available. It's gonna go over to Shy Winter now. Ikazuchi trying his best, going to get hooked. Gonna flash away. Taco Cat just goes a little bit too far. And Ikazuchi, he's able to trade back a kill. Dodges out on the Varus Q. Stand United's coming in map pizza. Here we go. TD Dillon. I don't think he's gonna be able to taunt anyone. Ikazuchi is able to trade back a kill, which is absolutely massive for him in this one. Able to trade back a kill so that, instead of a 1-for-0, it's a 1-for-1. And on the top side, Convey just kills Banakali. So he's 2-0 on the Kayn. And now he's coming into the bot lane. He says, all right, I went to the top lane. Now I'm coming for you, Shy Winter. He's going to be going forward. He's looking on to Shy Winter. Convey able to pick up another kill, 3-0. And the jungle is now we look into the mid lane down Thola using that ultimate. That's the shockwave coming through, but the spell immune able to avoid that one basically. And it's looking good for the side of TDA map pizza.
It is Clutch. TDA are once Kayn got the blue from, he's making plays. He is killing and killing, trying to get himself further ahead. Already has the Serpent's Fang. Wow. Preliska built and completed. And, first Mythic for the side of TDA coming in. And, he's not done, Clutch.
Now he's going to be looking into that mid lane, looking at a Doubtolo, but not able to find anything. Doubtolo also still had that flash, so probably wasn't going to be going down in that one. As Banakali having a good time in this top lane against that Shen, but, I mean, I feel like, T. Dillon, he's been doing pretty good on the Shen, keeping up in farm, impacting the map. I mean, he's definitely happy with what's been going on in the top lane in this series, just in general in this game, Matt Pizza.
I do agree, Clutch. He's playing Shen into Lilia. That's not a fun matchup, but he's doing his best. He's trying to help out his team, and he's keeping up in CS, which is all you can really ask of a Shen. You're not expecting. Oh, wait a minute. Oh. I'll be honest. I never know when Ikazuchi's going in, or if he's just doing Ikazuchi things.
Listen, that's how he's the best. You never know what he's doing.
I guess so.
If you never know when he's going in or when he's running away. It could be dangerous, man.
You can never predict the unpredictable then.
Also, if you're always aggressive, then when the jungler ganks, they're not gonna know because you're always aggressive.
It's true.
That's what I do at support. I'm always aggressive. I'm either 10-0 or 0-10.
You'd love to flip the game as TD Aftermath.
me.
They're just starting the dragon. It is a mountain drake clutch, so unfortunately I was kicked out. And Clutch is now performing a ritual.
Let's go! I won!
And with the ritual, he manages to rig the league. All right.
Let's go! I'm a
All right,
winner!
folks. All right, with Clutch out rigging the league, he's now gonna change the script to have VBU in the playoffs instead of TD Aftermath.
comp
We're gonna have
ruling.
VBU as a project kind of again.
Yeah, comp ruling incoming. Oh no. As in this one, gold is actually dead even. Oh, here comes Convey. Oh, but now counter is here to go for that counter gank. That's gonna be the ult coming through. And Convey is gonna get knocked up. The dude can't move. That's a shutdown to counter. Stan United was also used. Ikazuchi's running forward in a 1v3, just doesn't care. Clem's gonna be coming through. The ultimate from Lulu was used on herself. And bit of a disaster in the bot lane. Convey looking for a play, but counter, nice counter gank coming through.
And Project Iconic showing, being like, you know, you might be ahead, but we're gonna stick it to you. Convey gets shut down. Gold goes over to the counter. Volibear is so tanky, and Bugby is doing a good amount of damage. But yeah, Clutch, 1k gold gap for the side of Project Iconic. TDA, I believe they were up in gold before, but now are falling behind. Counter is doing a good job trying to keep, well, doing his best to keep the Kane in check, and with that shutdown going over the side of him, it's, you know, potentially, you know, TD Aftermath there. I don't know what happened between games number 2 and 3, but Project Iconic, the plot armor thickens, and they're actually looking pretty competitive in this game as well, Clutch. It's not looking that doomed.
Yeah, it's Convey going in.
Oh my god.
Hey, Matt Pizza. So,
About
said
them
that the
looking
game was,
competitive.
yeah. What just happened there?
Anyway, so you know, Ikazuchi has a Seals lead, yo. Yeah. Let's now look at the jungle. But
Don't look at the jungle. You know, Matt Pizza. Just ignore that one, okay?
yeah. Just ignore that one. Look at him. He is the incarnation of Dylan in gold.
Matt Pizza.
Do you know who Dylan
What?
is, Clutch?
Isn't that their top laner?
No.
Who's
Dylan.
Oh, the
Dylan.
like Charisma or whatever.
Yeah.
Hey, you could have said that, and I would have known who.
Yeah,
it was. He's
no,
looking into the top lane. Convey gonna be going in on a Banakali. That's so much damage. The sleep comes down though. It's going to keep him alive. He needs to be careful though. Convey's gonna flash forward, and he's gonna find the kill. Counter, he's here. He's looking for a play. Potentially Taunt gonna be coming down. Now counter, he's looking for Convey. Convey doesn't have that ultimate. He can go through walls
my
though,
God.
and he will get out. Convey 5-1-1 on the K. Now Daltolo is on his way. They're looking to collapse on counter, but he goes through the wall again. This champ is balanced, I promise.
I mean, Clutch, it's the Kane is running the game right now. Just wait a minute.
Ikazuchi's gonna get ulted, but he gets over the wall. Now the Lulu gonna get rooted up. Shy Winter, he can't get it in this fight. He has no HP. He has no summoners. Now Taco Cat has to walk away.
wait,
Nobody goes down
solo.
in the bot lane. As Shy Winter almost falls. As Taco Cat goes in, is hooking the wall. Fortunately, did not land onto Ikazuchi. Maybe if that landed, he could find a kills. Counter! He's now here to make that counter game. But Convey is here. Daltolo's here. Everybody's in the bot
It's
lane.
a party.
As now Daltolo needs to be careful because Convey is here. He's going to miss the W. Now the ult's going to be used. That's a good stopwatch coming through Convey. He's going to get Lulu ulted. He's going to be able to find one. Can he find Taco Cat? If he's able to find Taco Cat, could be big. Buckby finds the kill. TP coming through. Shy Winter doesn't have anywhere to go. Double kill. And now Banakali has TP. He's maybe looking to make a play. Does not have that ultimate. He throws the bowling ball. He lands, but it's not a strike this time. It's a spare as Banakali's running away. Will he be able to get out alive? T. Dillon, the W from Kane is all they need. That's a hook coming through. Convey stays alive. Banakali stuck under the tower. The bowling ball misses this time. Such low HP bars. Banakali has now proc the conquer. He doesn't land the W. Ikazuchi's tanking the tower. He gets out. It's an ace for the side of TDA.
And not just any ace clutch, it is a clean H. No one died for the side of TD Aftermath. They are looking strong. This heal looked really bad for the side of TDA, right? So many low health bars, but unfortunately, the Shen Shield comes in and they're able to clean up. Buckby also shows up to the fight and is able to help out and deal so much damage. And right now, Banakali, there's not much he could do. The ult was not up, and so all he could really do was just try to live, but Convey was so fed and is just able to do so much damage. And with a team fight like that, right? If you aren't able to get Ikazuchi, if you aren't able to get Bugby Convey locked down and killed, then probably they will just rip through your team. And just like that clutch, the goal swings over to the side of TD Aftermath, and Project kind of decide to do the dragon, and could be a repeat of what happened last time.
Yeah, it could be a repeat as Convey. He's walking forward. He has the ult, but he's going to use it. He steals the dragon while in the ult, by the way. Picks that one up. It's Buckby on a killing spree. The HP bars are a little bit low. Shy Winter, if he's going to be able to do anything here, he needs to pop off. Convey is walking forward. He's really low. One more auto shut down over to Banakali. The HP bars, they're very low. Shy Winter, this could be your pop-off moment. That's one. All he needs is a couple more autos. Ikazuchi falls. It's a double kill for Shy Winter. Whew, Matt Pizza, we have got a game number 4 as Buckby. Better watch out. All right, it looks like he's going to be able to walk out of that one. But Shy Winter getting himself some kills. The lethality Varus, really big, getting those 2 kills. Now has the shutdown Convey. Able to seal the dragon wall in the ult, Matt Pizza.
Yeah, I mean,
absolutely massive for TDA.
It is. Being able to pick up the dragon puts them one step closer to Soul. So, I mean, honestly, a blue kit with Cloud Soul is going to be scary when he's running at you at like Mach 20. And if you see here, right, Clutch, the Shockwave comes in and just a Wombo combo onto Taco Cat and counter. But unfortunately, with the Wombo combo comes that the backline is exposed and Duffo is able to do so much damage. And with the Corrupted Soil Underground ticking away, Ikazuchi, Fat Jester, and TD Dylan, they have such low health bars, and meanwhile Bucky's just like, yeah, no, guys, sayonara, guys. And tries to keep his bounty. Buckby looking really strong right now. 3-0-4 on the Oriana, does have the Leandris completed, and is pretty strong on par with the Kane, if I do say so myself, because Oriana's damage is insane. As Convey does have the Man Immune completed and upgraded, and has the Prowler's Claw. So we just gotta see what TDA is able to do now, right? We hit the Baron is up, next dragon is up in 3 minutes. Is Kane gonna look to get more picks, get further ahead, or will Project Iconic answer with the Lily asleep?
No Lily asleep, Matt Pizza.
No Lily
Listen,
asleep.
do you think Banakali can land a 9-man sleep?
The 9-man sleep, I believe it.
So he sleeps the entire other team and then his team also?
Yeah, exactly. Just put just have Renata as well.
Renata, as the
goodbye.
shutdown Convey just one shot. Shy Winter, he's 9-2 on the Kane. Looking for counter. Will counter be able to get out?
Wait a
That's
minute.
the stun coming
It could
through.
be turned.
Now Buckby is there. Buckby already used the ultimate Convey, trying to run away. Flash forward from counter. Convey going through the walls. Looking for counter. That Jester is here. That is going to be it for that one. Maybe Convey keeps going.
Okay, he is
Convey,
you
You are.
Oh.
Okay, we need to not go into the other team's base. Says, now
wait a minute,
Polo is not
Polo.
here, but he might be. You don't want to be there as Convey.
Oh.
Tries to queue over the wall. But not able to get over that one. Taco Cat. Trying to land hook. Now we're in the bot side. Ikazuchi flashing forward onto Banakali. ADC is weak, by the way. No, as he's able to just solo kill Banakali. Ikazuchi really well played in that one. And now Matt Pizza. I mean, this game's been back and forth, but TDA have themselves a little bit of a lead in this one.
They're starting to pull away with the lead clutch. It's almost a 2k goal lead, and Ikazuchi in the silent probably is gonna be able to get that turret. Yeah, and things are falling apart for Project Iconic, right? After that team fight, after Shy Winter getting one-shotted by the Kane, and just the disaster that is Kane, Project they need an answer. They need to figure out what to do against the Kane. They need to find a way to CC lock him, but are they going to be able to? The assassin that comes out of the walls and just one-shots the ADC and goes into someone else, and then it's just like, well, what do you do now? And the rest of the team falls up. Just look at how much gold Convey has. He has almost 11k. That is 3k more than than Shy Winter, who's the most fed on the side for Project Iconic. Not to mention, Ikazuchi is up there with keep it up in gold with Shy Winter. So with so much gold on the carries for TD Aftermath, you need Project Iconic. They need to find a way to shut them down and get the gold back into their pockets.
Matt Pizza, Project Iconic. You know, the miracle run in the
Believe
losers
it.
bracket. They're now here. They won the last game. They got to win this one. They got to win one more to be able to win it all. TDA undefeated in the winners bracket. We get to the finals. They're up 2 games. They do drop one to Project Iconic, but they're looking like they're in the driver's seat, Matt Pizza. What better storyline could we have for game number 4? All right, you know, the absolute banger so far is would be taking some damage, should be fine down there. Drake gonna be spawning in 10 seconds. Convey has found Banakali, but he says, I don't want that deer. And running into the deer, that's not always a good
That's
thing.
the Varus ulti.
As yeah, Varus ult now used. This is a lethality Varus coming through. So that ult being down is very, very big. Now Convey, maybe he fancies himself another steal. They have the Stand United. When are they going to go in? 4,000, 3,000. Convey is going in. He's looking for the steal. He's not going to be able to get it, though. And now the fight, it is going to begin. The Stand United did come through onto the Kane. Kane going to be in the ultimate. Now the fight's going to begin. Banakali, Ikazuchi able to find one. He is going to be rooted. TD Dillon just basically tanking out everyone. Ikazuchi is finally going to get targeted down, though, and TD Dillon trying to run away. Convey is there. If he's able to land a W, it is going to do massive amount of damage, but it looks like just a 1-for-1. Oh, Buckby is actually able to kill the Lilia, so Buckby makes it a 2-for-1. However, the Dragon goes to the side of Project Iconic.
Drake is now 2-2, and Project Convey wasn't able to get into fight because Nautilus Taco Cat was just waiting for him to come in. He was like, do it. I am waiting for you, Convey. I will give my life to keep Shy Winter alive. Unfortunately, Convey isn't able to do anything. He's trying to find something, but little does he know he's standing on a ward. Let's see if Project kind of do something about it.
All right, looking into mid lane. Convey's walking forward. Looking on the Taco Cat. That's some damage down. Parasol is now used. TD Dillon just gets absolutely wiped off the rift. A kill over to Shy Winter. Matt Pizza, this is starting to become Convey versus Shy Winter in this game. Like,
it really is
absolutely nuts. Buckby is also very, very strong.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Clutch, like, it is the Assassin versus ADC matchup, but don't forget the Control Mage sitting in the shadow waiting for the little poor ADC to mess up.
He's like he's waiting for you, Matt Pizza.
Oh.
Convey walking forward, stops the back. Does he keep going? Oh, he's going in.
My god.
Oh my god. Oh no.
He did.
Yeah, guys, don't. Kane is balanced. Kane is balanced.
No, yeah, no. He, if anything, you know, he needs a buff. You know, Blue Kane not that fun to play against, man. He needs a buff. As you know, Buckby is matching Ikazuchi in the side lanes. Honestly, we're probably just going to be seeing Kane Convey running around, trying to get picks, trying to get even further ahead. He has 3 items completed. He's going on to his 4th item right now. And yeah, I mean, he's just going to be running around trying to get gold, trying to, you know, do Kane things, do Shadow Assassin things. And Project Kane, they need to be really careful. They need to ward up, figure out where Kane is, and try to lock him down, as Shy Winter could potentially be dead. Oh my god.
Oh.
That's a third of the HP bar.
That's a lot of HP gone. As TD Dillon matching that Lilia on the side lane. He needs to be a little careful, because once that tower goes down, you can just get ran down. As Convey actually takes some damage. Gonna be walking away. Counter though, he's running in. Polymorph comes through, and we'll be able to get them out alive. Good Polymorph come through from the Fat Jester's Convey. Now level 14 on this Kane. He's had a pretty quiet series, I feel like, so far. But this game, definitely the focus point, and he is looking for people in this one. It's really hard now, right? Because now you have this Kane that's just in and out of the walls, looking to hit people with his W and poke you down. And like, if you ever face check into the jungle, you risk just getting one shot, right? So it's really hard. Project Iconic, they've got to get good vision down. Otherwise, Convey is just going to lurk in the shadows, wait for you to walk up and just one-tap you.
Yeah, I mean, and the vision control, if we're talking about vision control, right, we do see that Project kind of do have 2 blue trinkets on their side with 2 red trinkets, excuse me. So they're doing their best, trying to keep an eye on where the Kane is, but the Kane is just hovering the Shen right now. He's waiting for someone to rotate, and that someone might just be Banakali or Taco Cat.
Good, Matt Pizza. Listen, Convey. Oh, the ward comes down to actually Kind
Wait,
of saves
convey?
convey. Hey,
Convey?
okay, maybe he lagged.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I was like, ah.
I was expecting a dead deer, not gonna lie.
Yeah, I thought that was gonna be a one tap coming through. He might
Oh,
have
but
DC'd, to be honest.
yeah, who knows?
So
But
Matt Pizza, he's 3 items. Oh, that's the
about to
root
be
coming through
oh,
on Oriana. Oriana gets picked, shut down. Over the counter, here comes Convey, though. They're looking for Ikazuchi. Convey is in. How do you play against this? Oh, no, Convey. He even gets the ult off. He's going to be able to find one. Is he going to be able to get out? That's going to be the sleep coming through. They're going to try to find Convey. Banakali, he gets the shutdown, but Ikazuchi is just unleashed, running forward, hitting those Qs. Zap, zap. He's going to find another double kill for Ikazuchi. Could this be his quadra kill? Could it be? He's gonna flash forward. He's trying. He has the ultimate kicking. Dodges out on Taco Cat. It's gonna be an unofficial triple for him. Ikazuchi popping off on the Zeri in that team fight, Matt Pizza.
yeah, and you know we were talking about how Bugby is like is in the shadow of Ikazuchi, but in the shadow of Bugby is Bugby is in the shadow of Convent. Ikazuchi is in the shadow of Bugby. So much damage coming from him. Just look at him going at Mark 20, doing so much damage. And with the 2 carries dead, Ikazuchi is able to do so much damage, right? The damage that TD Aftermath needs when Convey and Bugby are dead. And if you just look at the damage, Crit Zeri doing so much damage right here. And you know, with the Essence Reaver completed, and the Rune's now completed as well, like she's gonna be doing even more damage.
Thank you, Matt Pizza. With the items completed, she's gonna do more damage.
Dude, listen, it's been a long day, man. I'm trying. We're trying. We're out here doing our best, trying to survive.
My, this guy said, with the Runons
With the
completed,
Rune's, she's gonna do
he's
more
gonna
damage.
do more damage. Oh, wow, really? Wow.
Dude, did you know? Wait, Clutch. Okay, hear me out. All right.
Oh, no.
If you buy items, you have a higher chance of killing people. Did you know that?
Wow, that's some great color. I think you should be at MSI right now. They should.
I think
fly
I
you out.
should. Yeah.
They need
You
to
know,
fly
honestly-
you out to analyze the gameplay.
Dude, true. I'm gonna talk about so the wave state actually doesn't matter. You know what? He killed him because he's just better. All right. Anyway, not to our game-to-game logo analysis. Convey is just running in the jungle, just doing cane things. The is in the top lane. You know, probably gonna die real soon. But
What? Matt Pizza.
I honestly
Good
thought Convey
analysis.
was gonna go top side and try to one-shot Duffolo.
That would never happen, Matt Pizza. You don't understand.
Oh yeah, never.
You know what? There's IL Daltholo. You know what IL stands for? Illinois.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say like Illinois or something. Banakali is. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, what just?
Yeah.
Okay,
I couldn't
well,
even pass that.
Banakali died. Anyways,
know-
they're looking to pressure something in the mid.
Yeah,
gonna-
and go ahead.
Yeah. No, I was just talking.
I was gonna say at this point, like, obviously, you know, Convey is just unleashed, and if you're ever alone, like, you're done. Like, you are just gonna get one shot. As now the Baron's gonna be started up from the side of TDA. Now, counter. This is your hero moment. If you're able to steal this, you can keep your team alive. We saw Convey do it in the other game on the Nocturne. Counter, he has the ultimate. He has to find a way to get into this pit. If the side of TDA is smart, they just stop aggroing it and they just end up trying to turn it down to 5k. It looks like they're fine with just flipping this one. You gotta watch Counter as he has the ult. Oh, not able to get over the wall. Very, very unfortunate. Varys is now burned, not able to find anything. Maybe a fight goes on though, as the poke from Varys is starting to land. Taco Cat's going in onto the Lulu. Stand United comes through, not able to find the kill. Watch Ikazuchi, he's in the front line. When is the sleep gonna come down? That's the sleep gonna be going down. Now Ikazuchi on a rampage, able to pick up one. Convey, trying to get over that wall, couldn't get over it. Is now the side of TDA able to walk out with the Baron man.
Yeah. Honestly, Clutch, I thought we were just about to see a massive team fight break out. Like, Ikazuchi was raring to go. He got the ult up and he was looking and, you know, I kind of expected something more to happen. I won't lie. That was kind of anticlimactic. Because we see all 5 people on Project Conic, the health bar for TDA Aftermath are low. You would have thought that Project Conic would have forced that with the amount of HP that they have, with the lethality various putting in so much damage. But, and the sleep coming in through, right? Ikazuchi was slept. So, it was kind of surprising that Project Conic didn't want to take that fight, which probably was for the best, right? Because Ikazuchi, like, has a front line and is able to do, like, spare out so much damage. So, probably a good idea for them not to fight, but I just expected a fight since they got the Baron. But with
Yeah.
the Baron going over, right, we're probably gonna see like either a 1-3-1 or a 1-4. We're probably gonna see Shen in the side lane doing Shen things, right? The standing unit is coming up real soon, and then the TP is also up. Bugby also has the TP, so we could be seeing just Kane hovering whichever lane Bugby is in, and the rest in mid, with Shen spinning in the other side of the map, being able to use that standing united as effectively as they can. And with the Baron going over, TD Aftermath now has a 7k gold lead clutch. And remember, this is the only game that TD Aftermath needs to win, as Flash is coming through.
Oh, yeah, and watch count or not counter. Convey going after Banakali. Uses the ultimate, but not able to take down Banakali. So ultimate is now burned. It's gonna be one tower already going down. That's gonna be Flash's burn as Convey. Oh my god. He just lands one W, and Shy Winter almost just gets one tap map pizza. This is it. TDA with the Baron, potentially looking to end this one. If they can get it, map pizza.
It will be huge, as
this
seems
yeah.
like TDA is just recalling, setting up for the dragon. This is Soul Clutch, and this could potentially be the game if Project Iconic decide to fight and they do get aced here.
Yeah, I mean, Dragon gonna be up in 2 seconds. Matt Pizza, Project Iconic. They're on their last limb. The Miracle Run, Matt Pizza. It might be finally coming to an end. It's TDA. They look like they're poised to win this one. One more fight. That's all Project Iconic has in them. They can keep this game alive if they're able to find the picks, but this Kane has just been wrecking havoc in this game. Now with the soul going over to the side of TDA, gonna be walking it down mid lane. And Convey, you need to watch this guy's damage because he can one-shot people. So you need to
Yeah,
watch Convey. If Convey missteps, though, I think Project Iconic might have a chance.
yeah. If they're able to kill Convey before he's able to take down any members of Project Iconic, then yeah, they definitely have a chance there. But Clutch, Convey's full build. Can we just talk about that? Convey has all the items he needs and can get. Meanwhile, Shin's just like, hey guys, I got my Warmogs and Iceburn. It's kind of cool. I got a Spectral Skull, gotta stay warm. Just look at the gold. He has 17.1k gold. Ikuzuchi, almost full build as well. He's just missing one item. Like, so much gold coming in for those two people as, you know, oh, wait a minute. Bugby, Dylan and Banikali are fighting. Just Lilia doing Lilia things, being annoying. I honestly thought the sleep was used. That's why I was just kind of like, wait. Oh, mid.
Convey gonna be going in and gonna be able to find one, gonna get knocked up, taking a bunch of damage though. He's gonna use that ultimate on the Taco Cat. This could be the last fight in the game. Convey gonna be staying alive. Stan United gonna be coming through. And TDA, there's only 2 alive from the side of Project Iconic. They're running for a double kill over to Convey. Taco Cat just, emoting, dancing under the tower, knows it's over. Triple
It's
kill
doomed.
for the side of TDA. And this is it, Matt Pizza. TDA, they run the winner's bracket. They drop one game to Project Iconic, but that is it. Almost a perfect record for them. They're going to win EGL Season 2, their first championship, and they will also have the joy, I guess, of repping Elemental League at the Gold Worlds. Congratulations to TD Aftermath.
And with that Clutch, the Project Iconic plot armor crumbles. It has been rusted. It has been destroyed. TD Aftermath winning a decisive series 3-1 against Project Iconic. Honestly, it was impressive that Project Iconic were able to take a game off at them, right? They played really well, game number 3, so props to them. But props more to TD Aftermath for playing spectacularly all this series. And Clutch, who do you think your MVP is?
I think Convey had a great, game, but this is also counting playoff MVP, like the entire season, and I would probably have to give it to Ikazuchi. Like, I think he's had a great, entire playoffs. He absolutely popped off for the side of TD. Doesn't mean, obviously we still have to talk about who's going to be the playoff MVP, but for my vote, I would for sure give it to Ikazuchi. I think this guy absolutely popped off the entire playoffs and was the most consistent player for the team.
Yeah, I agree, Clutch. My vote would probably have to be Ikazuchi as well, just because how impressive that they were, right? Or how impressive Ikazuchi played. The plays that stuck out to me, right, was the Aphelios plays, just flash forward, just obliterating the other team, right? We see him on the Samira popping off. We see him on the Zeri popping off as well. Um, but yeah, Clutch, honestly, it was a good series as well. Project kind of putting up a good fight, and TD Aftermath showcasing why they are the #1 seed in this in our league and will be able to rep us in the Gold Amateur Worlds.
Yeah, and Matt Pizza. With that, that's the last gold cast. We're done.
It is.
You got anything to say, Matt Pizza?
You know, Clutch, we don't know when we're gonna be back on the cast for gold again, but until next time, we'll see you there, folks.
Matt Pizza, that was the worst ending I've ever heard. I have to end it. All right,
Dude, I tried, man.
All right,
Listen,
I got you. Listen,
no.
Matt
Okay,
Pizza, let me
I'm
end
getting
this one
political.
off. All right, let me end this one off. All right, and with that, we'd like to thank you guys all for playing in the Elemental Gold League Season 2. Lots of great storylines, lots of great teams. TD Aftermath end up taking the 3-1 over Project Iconic making that miracle run in the losers bracket. You know, everyone was like, "Go Iconic, let's go, plot armor." But with that, we are going to be signing off for the last time for gold. Thank you guys all for watching, and we'll see you guys some other time.